almost have freezing my account. What in American 27 charge sheet in here to me can but M said it was 27.
Minim say there are some tools so nya dance form be there dance the mom. On mine so dance for eba prosecuting or dance form the prosecution witness eba. One way abandance for eba wo asem no. Omo ka de tia osampani ampa de omo ka de ato so say fertilizer no wa fremu no. Omo je tumu say ampa wa fremu. Processes are for mu a wodi nya contract ne tia wo kra de ba ye nyina no. Adance for on mine no e de ba so media dance ye ma on mine no. Asem no mo ka fa.
The tell say Oma media dance na tia me no. Aban kra promote mo koko board. And e bi kra ye ex service. That is why ye adwuma na call retirement no. Na yakofa na abasa o mekrantia. Something na mekanase. Yes, akwai say aban no ana say system no e pe say ye obone. E pe say di asem ni tia o. Enti den e be ya e bi di tia o. Akwai say okay. Obi a wa ye kom na adwuma da na ono akọ pension no. A we interview croford da no. Me pe say me ma kom na so onya di we adwuma no. Nko fa ne bra. Me nko bo no pa. Embra say be no consultant. No be kan tia o. Fa ko tum e won so. Ana say yen kire se wodwuma no ana say fertilizer ne nye. Sana abani ana motu amani tu ye no. Into for obi a ye friend no eduam poma ono aye edwuma okoko boda retire o. E bai. To no plan e call report to case no. E ma yoko. Said the esi ni. Enti ono cry ye one of the witness. Ono cry na ka say fertilizer no farmers no bi enum nsensuo.
Yeah, kasa na shasa no can be say what they buy no what they call crack and ekofure tafo near your friend wakri is no
crack
Abraham only for 400 ba no say anya papa no on mine no anasa body bi ko mo ko hwe say apani ampa say anya papa na say fa no say FDA new masifo yi mo de ko ba bi lab bi e mo ko hwe say ade most me na me de aba me the first one ba second aba third one aba fourth one Moses enye de ne yemfa ko ba bi ne yenko hwe bibi say si
Kabla bibi say si na make am won ana ye me ya because we are so say you consider we are say as a globe and as you consider ina as oman japade ama say oman go say Ghana hanu ye ka say resources are go say gold go say timber go say cocoa but the major resources of every country are drained. And to say you consider ina say nipa bakofo amfa ina edwuma adwene anye edwuma na ye ka say yimu say me gina me pe kom na asem me pe we asem me pe despite asem me pe we asem eti we ni ye edwuma e be ma oman no entime nkoso me feel say because eye meeting na e bad sa me ma dwene no me feel say you be a kemba ne sa something that make am say me feel say obi free say okay na say do abun we kra no fi fa wa wan me yes sure say competence in dia me yes sure kra odi nim keke because obi nim me nkasa ye obi psyche ma adwene hu say adwene na yakopon dia ma me no metimi aye de chance akra o ma me kwanya wetin na make am because human capacity and human ability and ojina hoyi wetin na make am say abrofo na be say ye because ojina hoyi unanum mata wechi no ndo so e na first no cry na nanum no e na mugidi o Christosum bi ani bebia Kremosum bi ani bebia oh abrofo no buy no e jai no to baby so until say you better need Jew so no Jew for say no mate they trade among ourselves because ojina hoyi what is wrong say as a businessman no Ibrahim mama obi na me say bit ma to the boamia I'll go and buy it what's wrong say that's by to be what in America say there's nothing wrong koni na no e pro back no so but one Just say pemu. Just say excuses be a man. What you say? I dream more because I dream in the year, man.
So because pull him down home on the
That is it. And why? But me yanka sabi. Or my way or my age is 31 million. Yet also. Hey, now we should come together. See how best we can build each other. What you say? So we talk. Me pebi na mato. Wait on tomato. Then you build something together because the fact is that we study before sika circulate within us. Andrew, if you say Andrew, even 15 to 20% improve. That is money circulation. That is the enemy to we bini. Me talk now also talk before. But you for 95%. And the answer is going to feed you for 95%. Not just say, oh, ye Juni, na me Juni, na beto dia, me ba kwa beto. Bagana ni no obeja ni onko. Obi okra o kasa kra na ene ya. Wo kira wa dwen kra na wo se wa dwen kra no emu do channel kra na ene ya. Enti udwene ho a onti ase but de me nyame be bia no e de am timi nya ho hwe ko ayewi but one appreciate
TVS was and also on Power 97.9 FM. The hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics in the different city. However, 37 BBC Street, the heart of Accra, was so editorial in all the 16 regions across the country, north, south, east, and west. Baby Fabiano, a TVS was and a Power 97.9 FM. Northern Regional Capital Tamale, Dem Ewo Kesmi 107.1 FM. Bowling in the Savannah region, we are live on Nkiligi FM Boko. In the Upper East region, we are live on Source 100.1 FM, Zaps FM Zebila. Also, Upper East region, also and a Pusiga, a Wingpan Sampa, Wende FM, WFM, Ewa, Upper West Regional Capital, half regional capital, Gossi and Ananum 92.5 FM station with ambition, Samson Aduno FM, Ewa, Sankore, Yakobuno region, Tiny 90.9 FM on Soko, and Ansoma FM, so in Crown Quantai, a boom, she echo a central regional sinful Susua, a rich FM. Yenuanuma, a war, a year, Ziama, Elem. West and 100.3 FM Kremo, Western Regional Capital Takradi, a sharp 106.9 FM Musu Kremo, a water cradi Crubium, Vuta Regional Capital Hoya Global 105.1 FM, Uti Region 3 radio stations, FI Live, Boom FM or Jasikan KFM or Passa Sasuna, you are 9.7 FM, Yamame Nabu Helen, Adjuanto, so MP Nikrum, almost so a Kremo, then Elha, and ye Asem Ketu Accra. Ya call London GFM radio and FI Live radio, United States of America, Virginia, Apple 68 FM. On your multi-TV DJ box, Radio S was 93.1, Samsung Facebook Live, Power 979 TVS was at Ghana, and also on YouTube, S was a broadcasting meeting at the Mugabe Maase, Obetimi Afreme Capacity Man. Now, Samayade Ebrewono, Energy Minister Honorable John Janapo, one also as I am member of Parliament for Yapekusugo in the Savannah region, or the Ensemble Atuja Efan Kanya Dunduma, Kosuono, and one seminal, and no day Oman Penny Sasalesi, John Dramani Mahama. Mani abemu penifo si nkonya ene eye labor unions no etumi si nkonya ehwema eye momo ye adwuma ewo aban mu no wo mo akatua no etumi atom wo hanchichemu edu 10% ene yede aka wo mo ede ho Accra High Court etumi ede eye bill ama yenua Gregory Afoko mo beka ya branti wani sanseme pa for 10 years ya wako remand no ene Gregory Afoko court asese wo mo ama ne bill na ho nsem nyina no ɛho nsɛm no yɛde ne nyinaa ɛbɛbɛ lawyer nana ɔyɛ ya ɔsɛe ya ɔno no ɛde nsɛm ɛne nsɛntwerɛfoɔ twetwe nkɔmɔ no yɛne no so ɛbɛdi ɛyɛ sawɔsɔ kakra ne ahwɛ ne yɛsiiɛ ɛwɔ hɔ na Gregory Afoko sese he no wɔwɔ wɔpia abɔntene anaasɛ san ɛne ɛsitiɛ I know said that Afoko's family ɛnɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ very very happy pa san sɛ wɔhwɛ abranteɛ no court ɛka se ɛma ne bɛwɛ so na nado ɛne Godfrey Dodame ɛnya adeɛ sɛ ɔmo tie deɛ court no ɛka yɛ a ɔmo amfa anyɛ adwuma na ɛnɛ yi nsɛm a ɛbobɔ ɛba ɛfiri ɛyɛ boteman ɛwɔ ɛyɛ nkrampata mu ha na ɛyɛ boteman no sojani a yɛfrɛ wo sɛ ɛyɛ Lieutenant Colonel Amponsa ya wo ɛyɛ 48 engineering ɛyɛ regiment and then your questions be ebisa na CDS ebi a obi a ona mo friend say opon pepra no right CDS no papa nyame a hyira wa mente ase ene mo betensem semeti wo mo medame ho aba na efiada Dr. Agbozo so be join ene Alessa na se wo ba Alessa e wo say afanyo market say Alessa na ba no na cha say mirikatu afanyo market se de one person obete Alessa Nelson voice say Alessa Nelson eja wo bie no ha Monday no trendia na trendia ma se de afanyo market tutu mirika conference ntwere for say yankwa interview ne papa ehun nsem nyina ene Alessa san wo so ene awie na na de esi efie wu antu akramu betu efie wura wantu a kremu betu eneyi eyade se luso na kosi poko nso omota won den ya chese obeti luso wen so nka ewo eye dwumadi so semeti o mame na me homra na afi me pe es natural mineral water bi enwu miminim ya ka nyina de beto amoso asada kese koma maboafo Medi Moses Clinic and Herbal Center medi wo ye mame eye duaya ono so de power specialist asoye na ode ewo yeda na se ewo mo a ode aboa we mfie PPP ni nyina mu obono homade papa fibroid ene company ka ho nyina no hepatitis A B C D kusi ni yi no obeyi ni nyina afri ho de ama Hebron Hills International School so eka ho meba sesia Welcome back. Support from the 900 million angels. Atankulega biga Mugabe Maase, the capacity man. Esemnyina anu yetese modi free esidu ha. Ewo eye osu 37 abebese suite ediama yena hefo eni yene tiefo ni tie power 97.9 FM, Facebook live power 979 TV SYZ Ghana on YouTube, SYZ broadcasting so and a TV SYZ live. If you are baby will be ano, we betimi a journey and all like na wo share na bibia so etimi ekoso kama yes samna say e be say e dey free eye Bema camp yes samna say e be say e dey free him Bema camp yenim say soldier for there omum protect asase a soldier for aye wo mo e wo Ghana ha no ya opanya wo di soldier for ni nyina anim Defense Minister, your friend said Dr. Omanebo Amasabe said one person phone. Papa, we CDS. Unimonya for upon pepra on Pasabe Sabe some phone. Na abrebi a chama na posi for Edane Langard, our Ghana Hano. Abrebi a my phone a chamono, and I don't know about me a bina. Na a soldier for a Langard, ewo Krum Hano, and yes, I buy ni new. Enye sa aban ni bi enie ete sa wo ye posini mutie ni ye sa wo ye sojani enye wadwuma ne sa obeye Langard sa asase won sa mo tiasia go to court period ema obi nadaw entamo enfa won ko boteman sa obi aje eye court injunction na obi so free sa court injunction na nipa na je na ofa nya adwuma eto ono no onim obi eto obasesa sojafo edo makwa akogu saa eye botema ho no na chesa sojafo na yedan akọ protect no makoba mo tent wo ho edi kios na ade ho na mu kurakura asogyafoɔ nyɛ wɔn adwuma no tie ne ye asogyafoɔ ɛnyɛ wɔn adwuma no deɛ ɛtetea ne sɛ one amponsa bi amponsa wodi awɔ soro paa wɔ rank nso nya kwara rank in the military nsɛm a wɔn ɛka fa ho no ɛnyɛ good and I will humble advise you sɛ saa na te a twe ho firi ma saa na yɛ too late. Commanding officer yeah first Lieutenant Colonel Amponsa who was 48 engineering regiment the atete ne say wona wo sending soldiers no to that place within an ho sanatia advise yourself sa aban we mu no tie na asema me kan you me say sanatia advise yourself sa jo mahama aban we mu no yema soldiers enye langards yema police for enye langards emra no ebeye adwuma no ebeja judiciary no ma yo ma adwuma se obi no obi nti asase ho asem litigation land litigation ni ade a please go to court. Don't use the military or don't use the soldiers. Ghana Armed Forces omu adwuma bebre eye and me are very happy say information ma peke ene anopai ebesi awie a kire say sa nipa o seeking court injunction no what the krata koma CDS ama CDS te ya wonya krata no wama sa soja fo ni nyina afri saboteman asase no so atutu ni ama omde ko woni nyina so magina wesu no abo CDS abaso sa opon pepra anamotu a watuo wote asam no enya wo na wo soma wo mo na mo wote asam na wa na so yes order from above bia no one fa bibia nya adwuma say ba we order from above tezada na ado ye no mahama onye mesi woni wo bi nya asase ho asem a go to court etimo sa eye sojafo na mo lakeside e posifo no mutie posifo na mo lakeside estate ho mutie na mutie miye ebi madane langas e ho ya amafo asase ana motata amafo e ho sa lakeside posifo na mo ho no mototo mo niema yie mesenya mo adwuma ene langas adwuma o mutie na mutie ne yie obi ni obi anti asase ho asemase a go to court court say wabua obema wabua obem court say wudi for period etena wiei CDS mebo abaso and also jira say abaso bana me de ama one no say wo wasamba na amfa yi a me de beta o hey sadia me kan moti ase enna anamotu a wato e obote ma ho ya langas for soldier for akwadwane wo mo e ho ya sa soldiers no wa withdraw mo nyina afi ho CDS ya me shira no nya okese ma wo sa fe ni ya reset Ghana na ni ya hwe no Ghana na enya independence on the 6th of March 1957 no ya aka kakra be ni ye benya 68 years no afa ni ma wo sa Ghana e ba be fa ne tuma pa Afria Ghana ba yedai ebe fa ne tuma pa Afria ena aka high court kwa asetena efa Gregory Afoko ho yamani bill you ready of course so
there have been several attempts at trying to get bail for Greg Afoku, but all attempts have been unsuccessful except one in 2019, when the High Court, differently constituted on 14th March, granted him bail, set virtually the same bail conditions. The bail conditions were met, fully met, but the police refused to bring him to court to execute the bail bond. The police were cited for contempt. At a point, we had to abandon them because they wouldn't come to court. And so another application was put in, and today it was moved. And thankfully, the judge saw reason. And I want to believe that the Attorney General's department people also agreed, because Greg has been in custody since 2015. So May this year will be 10 years. I think 1 year was in police custody, and then the remaining 9 years, or about 9 years, he went to court, and then the court has continuously remanded him either to DNI custody or to prison custody. The police is supposed to be a law-abiding institution. And so what they did the last time was clearly against the law. But there was nothing we could do. We cited the then IGP for contempt. He wouldn't come to court. And so we had to abandon that course. A lot of things happened. But this time around, we want to believe that the Ghana Police Service would not disobey the orders of the court. We thought that they were just being disrespectful of the law. You see, if a court makes an order, it is for you to comply. What was their interest? Are you getting my point? But personally, I have always thought that a focused trial had more to do with politics than a simple criminal matter, where politics means that there were people within his big brother's party who wanted to do him in. Nobody can convince me that there wasn't any political hand pushing the matter. Why would the police decide that they won't bring somebody to come and execute a bail bond? You think the police on their own, what interest did they have? Somebody clearly was pushing the police. And I say this without any contradiction. I am very clear in my mind. But I believe that this time, the police will be law-abiding. Because the police, as I've known them, have always respected the orders of the court. Why did they decide in 2019 to disrespect the court's order? That is the question people should be asking.
Right.
You see, but this time, I want to believe that once the bail conditions are fully met, he will be brought from someone to come and do whatever is necessary, and then he will be attending court from his house. If the AG, out of his own volition, looks at the matter, looks at the facts, looks at what the witnesses have put before, their own witnesses have put before the court, and he comes to the conclusion that this matter is not worth pursuing,
right,
we'll be happy. At the end of the day, if the AG should come to that conclusion, then the AG will be agreeing with us. That right from the word go, we believe that Greg, there's no case against Greg. The bail happened this morning. I think some 2 hours ago, we left court. So obviously, and he's in someone.
Right.
He doesn't have access to phone and all that. So probably a family member would have to go and then bring the news to him.
Relay the news to him.
Yeah.
Very well. Not just a lawyer, Nana, ya was saying, ya ono ne jinemo edema yenua Gregory Afoko. Ono enamote say court no ema ne bill no ono no twetwe nsentwerefo ni no twetwe enkomo. Say timamofo be kai no ma hye no so abeye mfie edu ya etwa mu me kai mu ntie 3 yekoto no wonsanwam ho. Na just wetwa beye 2 years. Mu so 2016 ni siye. Nti wo hwa wetwa be mfie edu. Remand nko an ya chese abadadai personanado ene the then Attorney General wo as na so dense no bia wo Ghana Hagof edame 6040 Attorney General no ene ye chese court ma papa ibe kura chese nya de se ye be ma ne kwan ama posifo so etumi edenaba na sesi aye de sa mra bia etwam a na mra nya adwuma e wo Ghana ha no sa mra na etwam posifo wo be comply court order no mo de be ye adwuma me say sa order from above ne yaso obi sa ne ya ye kokko headquarters say mamuntu ana mo bia efa Gregory moma ne cancer won ho court amane bill kura we 500,000 Ghana cedis bill ne de man with two sureties ni nyina nso no nabusuafo ene Gregory aye Afoko ni senior brother friend se Paul Afoko won de wabobra sikai owo bi efie airport residential area ho won president Kufuor fie ni anani fie ni ene two sureties wo mu benya no mantam ho a etianu anse ja 500,000 eno nye by cash eno an say nipa obema ne bill no ebeda wotire so se nipa rehwe ne yehuna ene ye wo na wo obedi nsenseme etenye se court na jai Gregory Afoko kura ne mum wa ma ne bill say I mean nipa no until say I mean no be find say we guilty no utumi enhye say ya ma ne bill a de wo se post for ye monye de wo se obi adwuma so wo ye onye atene general enye ne de intinipa no ondem Gregory Afoko eye obi a wo yere ewo mma na wo hwe se de abrante no wasi abre na che se enei wanya ne fa ahodie me se abrante etimi da ho anadwo da suom na wasi ekoye ne surgery na kwaya mo be fa so a o mo be tete abrante no won one prison ho no na che se obi a wo da condemn cells na rehuye papa de me de mani hu ewo science mo ho at that time ena me di hu adanse ye pie ba yi makọ be ye mpresa a ni nyina makọ akosra eye Gregory Afoko ena mani age se court wakasa na etumi amma abrante ne bill ti posifo a wase mu make sure say emra ne be ye adwuma no first na adote so amra ne nya adwuma no now under his excellency John Dramani Mahama ya interior minister ye mia menua eye Muntaka no ewo se emra ye adwuma na animanimu ya mutu anamon na Gregory Afoko obeka ne yere ene ne mai ne nabusuafo ho 10 years ma remand nkoa so be hu na Gregory Afoko ye de ne tika mu pipon na eyensawam to eye high court nyame akasa se nyakopon odi hene wa ade nyina mu se nyakopon nyame a esom ne nyame a wote ase edie obedi ama no na bibia so ebeko yie ne sansawam prison mu nyina obi ati TV ho a wo hwe program ene awie yi wisdom ne empanifo amu ho nyina me chacha mu nyina momma mra director of prisons Mr. Ejiri momma mra enye adwuma na de court na aka no mo de be ye adwuma ewo ho woda so etie Power 97.9 FM na here live ewo TVS WZ Ghana and affiliate stations here etwehia ewo Ghana baby north south east and west baby abefa bia no eye inside politics ena obia etie ene awie na nansan wo behua pre ni adum no pre ni adum no ene ensamamfo okura de omu dum light ensamam ne kasoafo no omu dum light esne obia ene mitai so omu nenim kwan mo fa so omu mia mitai wo to light ya 1000 Ghana kura eni na watwe hwem na asa wo to ya eni hwem ena ensamam kwa de voltage na low voltage se wo bo se wo bi beka se we no e wo low current ni sa na ye nanam ka se current ni wo low voltage wo so air condition kura entimi nya adwuma na so de wo to na no na obeto eno na makosa se sa haptel bawumia yetete sa kompere bawumia dia sa haptel no sa meters ni nyina honorable George na Paul ye energy minister mu make sure say sa meters kotobe kuba ya ye betueska e de atone enya ne tie say de yetete na kai akau se ska ni bi kogu eye bawumia eye ni futuo mu eye haptel no ye de yetete say ye bawumia e na sha ase ye besere mu ye hu PDS wo mo jeji ye sika di over eye 8 months ye mo atimi mu akonta nchire Ghana fo eti ebesere mo say de yakoso no e wo yisi jaso ye on all is not well mototo mo niam yie honorable George Napo we are competent enough o credibility was through your integrity emma nkofo bi o mo sesa office ya o mo se meter bi wo ho a eye 40 wo so mo sesa meter no o mo bayi wo mania sane ye opposition die eni me meter yi ma ka konsenwa mo akoye deda ya wudu ha de o in charge of meters your friend Anamai sabrante no nyame hira no ko ya mente ase and me say meka ko pem say mo be transfer na ye den afri ho Anama na we in charge of meters e won nsam mu no minim meter omo de ba mantam ho me kwa me meter de minim meter omo de bre me adentina wo kura eye prepaid okwato light ese wo de ka na me prepaid me de ka san dia na wasa me use prepaid no manto a mechanic na dum nti dia ti na wasa me de ka na motimi ahwe Nyankopon ani ma me ka time sesa de ko ho no wo bo se ye bedu ha no ne atu 200 ne atu 100 ne atu 200 ne atu 100 wo be check ni nyina no na ska ne bom ne bebrebe ye betu meter dada ne se ade foforo brewa wo sika wo meter dada no so ye fa mu ni wan no so nye de emfa ma wo na wo de wo de brew ni wan ne brew na wo de handa gan na gusu a na ne tete sanya ye mu bia ye tumi kasa na ni pampepepepem no mo de sa de na di wo mu wansamam ene ni patemu minim Anaman is not doing anything to help that clients are wo sa empatemu ho. Enough is enough. You reset Ghana. There be a pre so. You nimsa satamana sam patamuno. Wamo ye kwan no. Ekwan kra se contract wama akwan sawam kwa woni so. Nke hu se satama mo ye kwan ne de du ba bia na mo update se hu yi. Wote hwa na low voltage. Ekwasoro na aba from na se woni ema. Wotimi nye we e wo Britain and America and France you. And air condition will be one hey, we ceiling fan will be one hey, not a send yama man for fridges. Will be a sweet to me time on cockot. Now, what you want to move in some phone. Now, Honorable George in a poor Akasa. Nessa more can you say, Sir, a year problem or mobile heritage, you know. A buying guso, eto to near me ye. Inti Yanumus won't try pay, never be a ye, and George in upon a minimum. Mia minua John Jinapo or ye 8 June born and a mere 10 June born. June 4 dear, Yakopon him say Yakumam, a fita. Ye need pa one dream bonny or best succeed. John Jinapo.
System now you're inheriting, are very challenged.
Okay.
Obia what sector name say a near day. We've inherited a very weak energy sector. October 2024. 20th and in case almost shut West African pipeline no more maintenance Abang decided say more shut it because no one say shut here challenge baba elections will draw you expect that government take election just 2 months to catch on fan call a February
okay
but now January cry Yazumi office okay me the tuja we didn't have enough light crude oil, or didn't have HFO, distillate fuel crowd, and just 5 hours. And I'm to just say we have a major challenge. That's what we've inherited. I mean, I've just done about 2 weeks. Near a binding my and then you could say. It is open solutions are all immediate solutions, and a medium-term solutions, and a long-term solutions. What we focus a pipe and there's almost shut it. Timene ukase be na wotwe be mienu ne miensani o ma shate pipeline no
mo yes maintenance
mo yes pigging exercise no yes. Nti what you do is immediately na say okotofango ne friend liquid fuel nti President Mama Dauruma ya to light crude oil 450,000 barrels
CCR
aba
okay
ya to diesel and distillate fuel 40,000 metric tons
okay
and a yato HFO 20,000 metric tons. And to mean for you end of the pigging period, yes, I order another 20,000. And yes, Kaketwa. No boy, then, Papa. Fuel and the yato. So, many can say we have enough fuel
in Ghana,
in tank. But because of pipeline, on your plant, you know it. Plants can be a dual fuel.
Yeah.
You can't dual fuel, a bit more issue gas, a bit more issue liquid fuel. Plant bit say TT1 PP 100 megawatts enye juma
because eno no nye dua
nti we free system control center
okay
supply outlook February 20th
okay
due to the ongoing pigging exercise of the West African gas pipeline gas supply to the thermal plants in Tema is 0 mm-SCF. Okay, as you can see 0
mm-SCF, sure,
because both gas be free takradiaba and the gas be free Nigeria
but
off.
Okay.
And now here's what pigging no. Where your video you can see.
Yeah.
Subsea no more low one.
Sure.
My old one no me
okay.
And now pig new one the shimony.
Okay.
e be duru ase ne ti tum sa
wow
nti ama plans ne be
and
any
gas from Atuabo no and also use WAPCO for pipeline.
For pipeline.
Okay.
There's no gas
Okay.
Batema.
Okay.
The expects are around 2nd on Bewie
Of March.
Okay. Nti Mieka say we have just enough generation to meet demand. We have no reserves. Nti say neck and neck. Nti yedfo ya dia bania ye be nyina ne say immediately within 1 month there. You betumi say over tofu enough. Now there are plans are a bit more use liquid fuel. But always you need a 20% reserve margin.
Yes.
Confidiano, Bakubeti Tochima Kakra. The weekend you say, and Fidiano Bako in your problem, Tapco. Engineers no worked overnight in less than 48 hours, they brought it back. Until Nese Wusha near Gridco for their Bremen.
Yes.
Export to Sonabel will be reduced to 90 instead of 150. Export to CIA will be reduced to 70 instead of 120. Export to CEB will be reduced to 30 instead of 100. Consequently, no load management will be required during the off-peak period.
The off-peak period, okay.
The peak period, no, so near say lower more.
Yeah, lower exports volumes
to zero. Now even Valco, yes, I'm Chiomo about 30 just to hold. Nti oye no ebi ona plant bibi kakra ba ona a lower kakra. Now you have a challenge, but immediately you try to bring it up. Until we've been doing our very best to hold the system. System now you're inheriting, you're very challenged.
Okay.
Obi our sector name say we've inherited a very weak energy.
Well, that was John Jinapo, Member of Parliament for Yape Kusugu in the Savannah Regional Science Energy Minister, Onienua Obi of Asempa FM, because he's saying, and no more Edisa and come on live on TVS, YZ, and also on Power 97.9 FM. Your concern for Frost, Yemunra, Jubilee House, and His Excellency John Dramani Mama, President Papa, President Unima Memu, President Nemu Efe, President Ya Nyamisru Ewunumu, God fearing. President ya yeka aho fama odotima wo edema Ghana fo a woni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enra woni labor unions fo ni hia na okachiro mo se mo amunim ba bia oman no akwakoduro medwene mo yiye papa enam amamu boni a mfi nwotwe na nado ene eye bawumia afanyoma kensi mo amamu boni kenufori atamu sikadie basa yi ama o mana say atete apansam ntino mahu se baabi a yadu no edin na so no mehwe modern boy amabo pa kakra efi 2017 ebesi sabri ya mitimi enimu hia na mo hwe manimu saa enko nti akatua ntomo o wanchichimu edu 10% ena mede kama akatua ho ede amamo na wo hwe abra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama over free a year abemu on the 7th day of January 2017. Na Ghana ye minimum wage no a year 8.80. That was 8 me fan say 8 CD. Osha ne 8 CD. That was 2016. Na na do baye no ana ode 80 pesos wa amfa 1 cedi kura anyere an kam ho ana ode 80 pesos ebeto so. That was in 2017. Moto abama ne bedi nkunim nyina 2018 ana ode enu kura baye 1 cedi bi ebe kam ho ene call 968 ene oba 2019 wode call 10 cedi 65 pesos ena 2020 what they call 11 CD 82 pesos. That's just over. If it 2017 bearing in 1 CD and what they are what they etotomoso. And 2021 Odi free 11 CD 82 pesos at the bar 12 CD 53 pesos. 2022 and what the bar 13 CD 53 a year pesos. And 2023 what the bar 14 CD 88 pesos. 11 and 2024. One will say, hwe 2020 mo hwa graph ni yi baby a ya deep no baby a we no ewo no sea blue no ewo no baby a light blue no ewo no ene 2023 no ano ode call 14 cedi 88 pesos 2024 now who say what the difference ko baby a deep blue no no on the graph hwe baby a deep blue no ewo no me fa say sea blue ewo no and what they call saying 2024 no what the free 14 cedi 88 pesos no they call 18 cedi 15 pesos because you want say or pegana full vote into what dima wusa free 2017 no to 2024 ne de no ye bibia say oberity ni power obesan atena so biem ntani wo so otum bom e de mamo ne so ansesa Ghana for adwen joma ma ne mpanifo si nkonya no omo tiase se baby a ye wo no oman no mo ye reset enema mo odin so what the hanchichemu edu 10% at the account ho asisi no a free 18 cedi 15 pesos akọ 19 cedi 97 a year pesos ya just hwe ntuma Muhammad abeya aban aba washa ase wo compare to nanado a obetu ni ACD ya ne first year no de call a year 80 pesos pen de to so na say joma ama waya de ye papa ya enrai meeting no call so fine penifo born abaso say watumi ahwe na watumi ama bibia akọ enkan yebeka say eye minimum wage a bia wa economics bia no say the meme economics no minimum wage no is a price fixed by government above that of the equilibrium price at which no employer can pay his workers below that of the equilibrium timuntie niye wo ye afọ obi adwuma na se nipa no ye wadwuma e de manwa make sure say sa 19 cedi 97 pesos aka 3 pesos na che say 20 Ghana a day make sure say won't see nipa no man akatua eye below this amount. It is a price fixed by government above that of the equilibrium price at which no employer can pay his workers below that of the equilibrium price. That is economics for you. Enti joma ma ya de pa wo se ye ye bono abaso high TVS YZ and power 97.9 FM. And if fiada edu fiada se ya Dr. Agbozu na che se ono an ne no etwetwe enkomo. Komo twetwe ni si pe apomdiem ko twetwe ni si a liso wana na kwesi poko betena se ana Alessa Nelson enso e betena se na fei yesi nkonya ne yetumi atwetwe enkomo ewo eye dwumadie so. Me ba se si a yentie Dr. Agbozu.
Chia arefo ne.
Chia omoi pa.
Na Ghana for na tie ka radio no so o power. And ya ba be pia ka ho e TV no so aka ho. Na wa hunu say Agbozu Herbal Clinic. Yeah, na yesi no man action expiring date. Na ye ka sa asem we na nkrofo bibiri enhye da entiase.
Me ka say agbesi sebafia. O so te wo nkan no. O jibudi into oti pa.
No man has an expiring date.
Agbesi sebafia si o yetiao.
Me tia no papa. Yes, no man has an expiring date. Na kin ahwefo na etiefo amohwe Dr. Agbozu enyumri no enchi asonko na bedema na the whole wide world, the whole Ghana ope memma clinic baako a yetumi yensenkyerene na yema memma ebu adwuma sagina so pa Agbozu Herbal Clinic. Yes, no man has an expiring date. Yawa be pie mu nche na enyumri na mame mmobo yade a yesa no so tew na menya emre na me fa nkyerechire bi mu enkyerem Agbozu Herbal Clinic eni die mu yade a yesa ba ko ye prostate enlargement ye yade premature ejaculation ye number 1 erectile dysfunction ye tinete yade bi etese infectious ahodo bi tse gonorrhea yesa wenya syphilis cry yesa chlamydia yesa fibroid how oba besia ni nyina yesa ena yade we ha dwim pam papa nanso enkrofo bibiri emfa ne serious kuku na mum de Agbozu ye bo homode wo mpa na hemorrhoid mo a muja mo na ya na mo kokobo epie no Agbozu Herbal Clinic ye hwe sa yade ne number 1 bema anasa oba uja wo nan na sebi previous a kokobo epie no Agbozu Herbal Clinic say bra ye yade yi papa ewo ehon ena sabi empreduasa sisi yade yi ababaji oni pedue nyina boso Agbozo Herbal Clinic say to anamon na bra ye nchen yebe eboa wo koko kro ya meka wan asemi a wo fa ne so etimi siw tidim kura mpo masabo kasara pampan ewum Agbozo yesa sa yade no enyina era ena oye oba koko nso timi siw awode kura no ema eba ana awo ho eye wotagi ukunu sabe ne sperm egu ho ana asasan Agbozo yesa sa yade no low sperm count bema awo no tumi ma ana se uyiri nyem wa enche na nyense na ba besene wa check your sperm count na we sperm count no se eni ahoden a wo ba akra fa yifu no a etumi esai etisa wo hweme na sabi mpreduasa wo sa problem yi bia Agbozo Herbal Clinic getu yensa e dia from ma memfa ye kira kwan entudwa akra ha no se wo hweme a ye wo kwashiman ye ben kwashiman Chiefs Palace wo hweme a enwumre akra ha no mo a ye wo kwashiman ye ben kwashiman ahemfie no a ena Kumasi ya mo hwe me e de afri Kumasi matu adi Kumasi ye wo dichem so main 5 Old Insurance Junction ena wo tema ashaiman ene ne afienya dowenya ne de ka ho a mo beba community 25 Savannah Junction no ye dowenya road na be pa cho tubu ase na choro ye number si wo akra ha no ma number wo betibi afre ye siso sisi ano e ye 0241 75 02 82 numbers in here 0241 75 02 82 and I Kumasi a TME Fred Sisi are not doctors no eno nkasa 0553 41 77 52 0553 41 77 52 and our tema a 0557 40 26 96 afi yemfa ya de bi to say premature ejaculation bema want to me enyina so enche bema pese bi ukonsi nani mu asema ba ko na ohu asasane wo e ba sa otu bi bisa say na obi am ye ma adwe se mekọ 10 15 e ba ne se me pa acho ya de bi to say infectious ngetenkete etubi ma bema onyina so nche gonorrhea unya na wansa ne ya etumi cause premature ejaculation ota enum nsa bebri eno so to cause premature ejaculation ena obi a wota etwetwe wa ho anaso masturbation eno so cause premature ejaculation ena niam bi wo yesa cause ade bi wo system no e fra no hormonal imbalance se hormones no eye imbalance eno ena sabio emre dodo anase minute dodo a wasa udi ana e wo mpam agodi ho no na ate aba fom e ba sa onkwamwa no a e produce hormones no ene ahode ne so te pe ukọ ya na yidi na ba besi ka wakuma to yem uba Agbozo Herbal Clinic ay clinic ho no mo a ye wa machines ahodo a ye de be hwe testosterone no ay produce hormones ni ahwe yade no fare ba de enti a o de premature ejaculation no entumi nko na hemorrhoid na make asa ukọ bu pie no eno so etimi cause sa problem no premature yi papa enti numbers no na say obetumi afre me e was 0241 75 ene akra 0282 and a Kumasi 0553 41 77 52 0553 41 77 52 Kumasi 0553 41 77 52 and at tema 0557 40 26 96 ye moto ni say no man has an expiring date be pa chow mo amobe friend mo bisa say doctor me di 70 80 80 no na me de me ka ho be pa chow Agbozo Herbal Clinic say e ka e ba sexual issues no man has an expiring date age a number be pa chow ya diabetes high blood pressure how diabetes how any nyina tibi ma wo ye mre wo mpem when ya sa ya de bi na ama o sexual life ay basa welusu be ma na pacho to anamo na bra Agbozo Herbal Clinic ye be boa wi papa the whole Ghana be bia wo hwe me afri bia na men ka se kwan no wat anamo na bra be je 3 points na ya de bia me ka se 7 preduasa wa boka no akoye oba ho ade na edu anaju na wuntumi ene ne nye de wo so ne ye de there's a autographic we who can be ebe kan am yade to be san and erectile dysfunction and only come mema wo mu agina ko mu animu a 7 preduasa 60 74 na mo ka se ye be ma enwu de bia me ka se wo be ma wu a wo se wo kosie no na se yenya nsie no a ye da so atim kwa na so da so atim kwa mu nko de ye ni bibia te se me be ma ayeden enwu enti no me pa cho ubetumi afreme ana so be book appointment no we meet me one on one Accra 0241 75 0282 position bi ekura obi a me pa cho ba sexual life a ono yire ka wodem a position ekura obi a no se onya de won pema wi no wu eye ni pe ni so enti se oye MP oye minister oye hwana otimi nka na o memma sem nye yi a me pa cho frag bozu e ba clinic to be important obetumi ama me WhatsApp message so e was 0241 75 0282 and I say tema 0557 402696 and a Kumasi 0553 417752. You share you must 7 o'clock a.m. Manopa. Nayapon 5 p.m. from Monday up to Saturdays. Sundays no so no after church. Me pacho ubet me a book appointment me one on one. Ni nyina so ewo na ye share na ye nyakwa ahwe kama de biara nso ye wo ho obetumi aye walk in eno nso ye wo ho Dr. Agbozo me twa so obeba na masan wo yade awo asem no eye low sperm count no ni nyina ye me pacha o ba nso a ene wo yere emra mo pa wo a emem o obebema ana oba no kwantu anamon mu bienu nyina muntu anamon na momra na ye nye test ahodo no mu bienu nyina mu hu na ye hu se sabi problem no ebi aye oba no sperm sabi be man sperm count no na enye anase oba no ewo na womb no infertile ebi sabi yade bi ewo awodie no ye be ma aduro ebe kleni nyina free awodie no mu na sabi mpreduasa wo so watumi enya ho wo afa oba enti beebi a wo hwe me anase wotie me afri bia no Dr. Agbozo me ka kire se wo ba me nchen ko ade a sexual problems awo asem infectious ahodo hemorrhoid ujaw nan na sabi ukokobu pie odi ade pia koshim me pa cho me se eno me no to bet wo ho se Fabra Agbozo e ban clinic nyankopon adum eni ni tumi nti ye wo ho aduro pa a within 3 days to a week no ebeko ama kokobu no unhu ni bium se oya akora wo se oya panyiu Fane Bra Agbozo e ban clinic ye beboa wi papa me pa cho the American memfa eni agro prostate Johnson o Johnson kitin ota Johnson kitin obi wonu mkra do anadwo Johnson ti wontumi na osotia na 80 ebu ana nye prostate no nko na ma o Johnson se o kidney kra nya problem a eno so tumi ma o Johnson adaju yi papa ebi abanya urinary tract infections UTI eno so tumi ma o Johnson eno ti na Agbozo say bra clinic ho no na ye test ni ehu yade no ye de ehu ne se ehu yade ne se yade ye be mu wadru e be wo hye fi ni pedruim ama ho ayeden ho ato Agbozo ye nye kasa bebre na mom actions na ye de ye adwuma no enti bra na utu anamo na ba ya clinic ono ma nyankopon adum nti me pa cho ho ebetom premature ejaculation erectile dysfunction waist problem infertility ahodo ni nyina no yes a typhoid fever how ni nyina Fabra Agbozo Herbal Clinic ye betumi aboa wo papa typhoid no any malaria essay enti no se wanya ne treatment kama basa entumi nko typhoid betumi ama wafo ay kitikiti ni nyina ya yade a ha adwen yi papa ye beboa wo papa wo honam ya problem unai baako edu anajo na etitiriti ya na unsa ni nyina no poor blood circulations a etumi ma obubu egu wono mokrama eyeyi enti o se otu anamon na Homra Agbozo Herbal Clinic ebra megusu ame no ka sei me pa cho bia na bia obi a oye position bia obi a me sexual life nya wankasa kra na mkra uti inimwa enti no frame anase book appointment on this number 0241 any Accra 0241 75 0282 Accra 0241 75 0282 ye ben Kwashiman Chiefs Palace Accra had me ben Kwashiman Chiefs Palace we are adjacent Kwashiman Chiefs Palace Kumasi Ditchem so main 5 Old Insurance Junction Kumasi May 5 Old Insurance Junction ɛno yɛne airport runabout koraa anaasɛ manhyia ɛnwa Kumasi Ditchem so Old Insurance Junction wo Kumasi a gyina frame wɔ hɔnom 0553 41 77 52 0553 41 77 52 to anamo ɔkye na nyame adoma tututu nabra na abɛgye ayaresa wɔ Kumasi ɛna wɔ tema dowe nya kwan no so 0557 40 26 96 0557 40 26 96 o bɛyɛ sperm count test ampacho onko amema ono yire no nyina matumi aba mu bi nya kwan a mu mienu nyina mu ma sɛ awo asɛm a mu mienu nyina mutu anamo a anka ɛbɛboa mo papa na sɛ ebi amo ayɛ test ni bi dadanso na yɛ kyerɛ sɛ ɔbaa no na wo problem ɔde ɔmo ɔbaa no mmra ana sɛ wo bɛrima na wo problem a wo bɛrima no deɛ wobɛtumi aba na wonya nyɛ test ni bi na munya nyɛ test hu nipa kora ɛnam ne so awo no tumi ma no deɛ wɔsɛ mu mienu nyina ɛna muntu anamo no na wo ba yɛ nkyɛn ya mepa kyɛ agbozo heba clinic deɛ yɛ yare a yɛntumi nsa no yɛnka enti deɛ yɛabɔ so bia wɔ hanom no ɛno ɛna yɛsa quick start master ɛne ɛwɔ hanom no yɛ mɛma no wo ba quick start deɛ wode kɔ akɔtwa bi a wanya game bi hyehyehye gidigidi wo ba quick start agbozo heba clinic ɛyɛ adwuma dendenden wofie no di sɛn mepatwɔ age yɛ number yadeɛ no nyina yɛsa edu anadwodwo nsɔnsɛm no nyina yɛsa high blood sugar high blood pressure how ama mɛma sɛm nyina ɛba saa mepatwɔ yɛate wase bra agbozo wayɛ masturbation mɛnɛ wate nka kora ne nyina ate kɔ bɛrima bi wɔ ne ate nka ne nyina bra ɔbaa bɛsia fibroid abɛda wo yim mepatwɔ wayɛ operation yɛkɔ anaba mepatwɔ to anamɔ na bra yɛ nkyɛn na nyankopɔ bɛnam yɛ so asam yadeɛ mepatwɔ me brɛ no ɛyɛ ayɛ be mepatwɔ ba mefa numbers ne nto bia ebiom oba nkra ha number ne yɛ 0241 75 02 82 0241 75 02 82 ɛna Kumasi 0553 41 77 52 ɛna tema 0557 40 269 edini yɛ AGBOZO Agbozo Herbal Clinic. Yes, no man has expiry date. Same time next week. Yeah, best.
Mesi menana no aguru basa abi bragro tibedo imle no na ma bremaye hojo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye di agro na ye sa eduru mre bi kra na me ba no timide omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, mumle
memre. Eno ntina me ka kire o say ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso nyina ebesisi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well.
Medi garlic capsules.
Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh, sa na te pa dia. Mama na otu me yesa.
Medi Moses garlic capsules. Boa mamoja di nipadua ne mu afuru sane ye na esiesie oba ne barima ma hona hoden. Ubenya edroyi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy store frɛ yɛn wɔ 050 349 4885. Edroyi enya mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medi Moses who ni how FDA agidwe di nkra to yi ato.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have yourself.
Ah, na ede na ya obayi a oda former son ye funu mu emunumuni.
Oh, Mr. Entry, also yare ya titi me ben fie pi nanso ne yam nyono da. Se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se what ulcer tamfo Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture yanum bom kutia ulcer no bia ma no anom. Anka ne ho ato no dadaada. Ulcer dro de eno ani Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture.
Ankom ni nchiremu.
Ulcer ye kura eto ye funu ene ensunu mu. Etumi a wo ye funu ekeka wa. Wogire wo ho a enyi. Ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie. So how aye ulcer de a kope Hexa capsules any Hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto.
Pedudu etu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatan ya wama won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu enka ho Hexa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edie age adwadie nkrato yi atom.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Comrades, you know we are your natural allies, and we've worked together for many years. One thing that is a cardinal principle for us is to tell the truth at all times. We all knew the economy was in crisis, but some of the things I'm discovering myself, I mean, it's been a criminal handling of our economy. And Ghana is a crime scene, actually. Because how a government can have been so reckless, I cannot understand. But we're faced with a reality, and our options are very few. We can behave like the ostrich and hide our heads in the sand and let the economy crash. But then what effect would it have on Ghanaian households and everybody? And so I've told him, I said, cut expenditure as much as you like. Even we ourselves in Office of Government Machinery cut as much of our budget as you like, because we all must make those sacrifices. A certain distrust of the political class has arisen, because it's like when everybody else is tightening their belts, the political class is loosening its belts. But I want to assure you that we're all going to tighten our belts, and there will be no wasteful expenditure. It is said that we create and share. And so let's start cooking the meal now so that we can share when we have created. But right now, the meal is not only insufficient, the cooking pot is even leaking. And so I'll just appeal to you that let's tamper our demands for this year And once we get out of the woods, we've set good targets to bring inflation down so that the cost of everything will come down. We've set targets to grow the economy, to make things better. And when the cake is baked and it's bigger, we'll share bigger. We are proposing an independent emoluments committee that would set the incomes for everybody from the president right down to the ordinary laborer. We are prepared to walk this journey with you, but I just appeal to you that let's reach agreement on this one so that we use this year as the year of correction. And then after we've corrected, we'll see how the economy continues to go. Once the economy moves in the direction that we are all hoping for, we all, if we have an independent emoluments committee, maybe if you suggest 35%, I'll support you because it will affect my pay too.
Come back from the commercial break live on TVS was and also on Power 97.9 FM and all our affiliate stations across the country. Yamame Mafosina nursing greetings. Mijise Bibiaboko Jubilee House Urawa office Bia Rebiano Ubia 80 South na Bema Cambe Bia Ubi Rebiano see at the headquarters also maybe at Tumuku office Bia Ubia 80 and Canena and also Jafono. Odu bema kambwa muntimi ntie power no omuso mutie omutie fi omu earpiece ene utimi biem etie wo freedom obia metata obia first ye ba betra radio so a untimi kura posini wadafo posini kura di ni birthday a wo chi ana say Mugabe a che ndie ne a transfer ne ne de woko ene ye be chia mo mudi mu birthday mo send mayen ye bebo mu din a chia mo so mo ye Ghana for soja fo bibiri ni posi fo bibiri ena yede ena hwedwumadi ye mo bibia ha prophet Kwesi Danso so for papa ho fedua be ma 10 gramo ena awie you hwe life ya me sha no anya okese prophet Kwesi Danso odin da odin sumudu ye mo ha ena awie woni hokafo ne abusuane nyina ya chiachia mo kama well mama bedwafo akwaba Alessa Nelson watena say ena list when na Kwesi Poko so atna say mamema menua Alessa Akwaba
Mugabe that's ne
position microphone ye mama na kasa gum mame
Mugabe Maase that's ne akwenya de mame
say amanfo ebitu no matwa no ma share on social media
because we'll have the facts and we'll spill it out.
Say what tete amanfo say what tete afanyo markings.
Oh, there be so no there we have to stand on his neck. Onu de bia no officer very intelligent na abegina ho no kasa. Look at the line of question. So, vindictive, trying to fight for Nanado or the Chief Justice. Obiehu say na J8 men samoye when they were minority leaders. Is that how they behaved? We have seen minority leaders in this country. Ora Bagbin, not a minority leader. Yes, so we saw them and their caliber and their worth and their sincerity. Yes, we saw them and how they dealt with the national politics and everything. And how they were down to earth. Now, to me, Mbema was going to tell me a list. Now, I shall say now, Debbie, we'll blow your horn. We'll tell the people who you are. You can go and bring your grandmother. We'll show you where you have come from.
Ne papa, Sanjova kwa interview ne papa.
Sir, is that when you saw the picture, were you happy with it? If that is his father in that condition, I'm asking you. Nisika baby, when ya a dying, when see dying was a Charles Beach or no John and room over TV so. Say o swimming pool when you near chili, a bisa or top. Or Castle John and no papa state now at the bar. Say social media, is it worth it? Is it good for his image? And then the Federer. And then the Federer, you say it with the confidence that it deserves. Because this is a young man who wants to take the issue.
You know him very well.
Why? Go and mention my name to him. He said, Okahumbi, look, allegedly, Okahumbi, no doctor tapes, no more coins.
And then say no doubt.
Yes.
Only is
the kind of research I've done about him, I'll call Winnie back.
Yes.
Umaru Sanda.
No, Umaru Sanda. Which is Sky. No,
never. Umaru is
a good guy.
Joy News guy.
Yeah.
Joy News, the host Saturday program. Something bibi no sa guy no they were the people planning. You know there afenyo no there me nyano a me fan spare no
ono no university right.
Yes. The entire me join asema me pese me ka no me join duane say na down for be holy no o me ni papa no MC we wini basisi ya no nti ya na me dia che no kakraba ya no pese o kire bibia then you have to come out and tell people who is because omro bi aso
to university na mo ho ba kwa na
kasod ho o pese me can make me spend the whole day
kanina
o baby o picture yemfa o je me yade o picture bon me the entire ya na me pese nipa bi bro mo ho ase ni say e bia o maami oton beans na o de share wo na o tumi ko university and I'll be the president. And you say,
say, I don't pay some brass,
yes.
Also, can now turn upon or win by station.
And I say, why are you who pay some brush for night? Don't you patronize their goods? Yes, then you share with them what they are going through. That's about life. Now, what's the dying 20 then? Who are in the Obefa? You know who is the next of your king? Please, it's a young Husika for winning, but no one and Casa. Yes, we saw Jacko. We saw Jacko construction. Yeah, say Charles Beach. What do I really ba? Hotels now wako sini dine ebenu. Esikafo part hona ni edibronya. Go and check. Yeah, late 70s, early 80s. Yeah, dibronya wo. I don't want to mention, but I'll mention. I have to mention the lawyer kosa. Ne papa sikeni pa. Sikeni a partner to James Quarter, PMP party chairman. Really ba? No, they were controlling the place. That would they free. Would they not say now a baby? Yeah, come on, baby.
To a film, right?
Oh yes, he's 46. I'll be 50 this year. Oh, a baby, me na me say, Ojane, no to me 80% in the University of Cape Coast, so he had to run away to seek refuge. Or Bejana Num say, oh yeah, LLB. You should tell us where he did it. He sat in Accra and did it also called landing. Otra Labadi, trade fair hono, baby, I did man office no. Hono LLB no so called landing. Bejana Num. When I hear him sometimes, I shiver because who does he want to become? And what does he cannot threaten anybody. Yes. You cannot threaten anybody. You come from humble beginnings. Demonstrate it. If you have made wealth, let the people in that humble beginning enjoy you and respect you through what you do to them. You say a hand time be and want to throw yourself about on everybody. Not I, Alistair Tayo Nelson.
But when numbers say our parliament says here, we have more than 2 tests.
Yes.
Without him, no, and now without the
Mugabe, I'm worried sometimes how we want to do our things. Why do you give them attention? The minority can have their say, but you have your way. You can even go and not invite them because if they don't come and bomber.
Yes. Without the government business will suffer.
It's not true. It's not 137. You don't need to go and yes. This one and we make a quorum. When we go alone, we make a quorum. But for the decency of democracy and identity in a party, in a man who say he knows next to nothing. I'm telling you, me, if I'm meeting one-on-one, you stop those things that he's doing. I'm telling you, when we're talking about intelligence, when people went to the University of Cape Coast and were spending their time in the library, the whole library, the faculty library, and going to the main library to go and learn and train their mind, where were you? Now only you goes to say lawyer. Lawyer where? Please, lawyer equate ADB asem who lipa sue ADB. Now we are fair to Nesika. Now we see on withdraw suit. Won't this asem?
Allegedly.
Why is this asem?
It's not an allegation. There is a tape to
so please, it's not here. So when Nesika only. But Ghana for so we have brought this government into power to come and accelerate the development of the people. Yes, that's why I'm saying that you are putting too much camera on him. Take it off him. Take the camera off him. He does not deserve it at all.
Let's move.
There are more important things to do, Mugabe. As we are talking about as we sit here, there are more pertinent things to do for this nation to move more. You're moving your name cabinet, one thing. Yes, and things are and then things are also happening. And when you saw the cabinet, saw the list, they had their first meeting, you see the outcome. And like I've said, I've named myself a deputy CEO of the airwaves.
Deputy
CEO. So you will be CEO of the airwaves. You have to be free. We have to sit here and defend our government 24 hours. And I would open post me. CEO. Nobody can attack this government. I'm telling you, so long as I have life. Yes, now Mugabe, that is what must happen because he has good intentions coming into power. You have Professor Nana Jane, Shadrin Paul Modiaba, and they have real intentions to come and transform the society. No trickster mind be. They have come clean and perfect. Some style of ministers. Look at the range of ministers. 56 nuclear piano. Look at the variety of it. Look at the mixture of it. Sometimes I sit back and I see that the NDC is a congress in this. Last time they named somebody. This time they have to name another person. Inti ama okuku mo last time no. This time about them. So enye ni bi so. Odo ye nyina na say party ni mra JM mra. Inti wa ba. We have to fight to make sure James succeeds. Me say when he rolls out his policy, that is where you see my action more. Because when the Women's Development Banking comes in, or no afenyo Rebecca Nasem, and accelerated export development aba, now you are called G water, now you expanded. Yeah, now you expanded G water, now you 24-hour economy, now G water, international, now you go, and my Rebecca afenyo Nasem. Baby, don't do that. Until that's in your Kenya, listen what Michelle what.
White.
Sir, Uja for your Jano.
Gregory.
Greg Jano. The baby I am in a kind of year. Me, they are my fighting partner. Refi. I would now need say maybe I observatory say me name dey we fighting. Every evening we fight before we sleep.
I need the Dibomo.
Me say Bisano. You call him and ask him. Why was he not telling you every day?
Yeah.
We fight. We fight. Where Piano Crown, when I call him, the first thing will be a big fight. On Transier, he shouldn't follow friends that will take him where he shouldn't be. He should sit at home. Yes. Yes, because what he went through. Yes, what he went through.
Surgery.
Yeah. What he went through. When I saw him in Sawam and when we came out, me I couldn't call him. He was calling me. I couldn't call. When I call him, I cry because Charlie. And then you don't have your freedom. Look at your call home. 1 month. Mugabe was saying. Sure. Institution of higher learning. When you know school fees. So. Into where you see out. Me 1 month is like 900 years. I'm telling you, Mugabe. So what Banomi so I'm showing you. Sure.
Institution of higher learning.
Going to prison. A new license. Yeah. A new licenence. Into I'm showing you send your big play in the politics. So them say on oh Mugabe. Me see J Maba. Professor Nana J Naba. Me sunda dada so be baby the president. So vice president. No emu no oko. Na me meninje. Meniaje. Then how can so I will help the government. Me I've studied the party's policy so well and so hard that Mugabe many a brace party in the bar make force to say baby. Oh, we all cannot do. We have to do many and varied things to make the party succeed.
Evidence of good living.
Oh,
you looking sign of good living.
There is every reason to believe say I was any part energy. Oh, say for 8 years, yenya amemo bone ne nsese bone no. Yemu bi na sebi we had businesses I collapse here. Enunti se ne nyame aye adom na sebi we ye free yenko asumu a we say yenije. Obi ani kapre woni botom, but you could see say everyone has a smile, a very beautiful smile in their faces. And no alone should tell you say amemu papa it said the trust ne kan say oni papa pedi oman animu a oman no enya ni ewope na se nipa boni ni di oman animu a oman nso si apinie na baby ayede oman no efri edi abeji emfa ho di etoso mienu yi ebema obi bia oye Ghana ni bi hu se nyame edi ho afofi enu na tembia no obehu na mani ma sere no na Mugabe baby aye free bani baby aye bedri no I was said there bia no ye kaka ye ho na yetimi eye enseyo na ye gina ye naso eka se ne broni kasa o kasa never again adia esi mfie enwotwe a etwa mu yi no eni kwan si ye so ho da ye bio da ne ye ma sama yoku a ye frɛ no MPP akonya bio da se omedi o man we anim at best omopo mungu no na omonkoti party foforo na omonhwehwe nipa a se bi omonim de na omodanso na omonhyase na omontoa entwe dom na Ghana for enyi omuni omonsese omudin ana se omonkopa omontuma dada nengu na se pa se amayoku MPP Ghana ni bema ne kwan so omedi o man we anim biem no ne ne chese bi a NDC ena omonso omasua MPP fo anamon bone a omutu ni fie nwotwe no ena ebetimi ama ebia Ghana ni betimi adwen ho se ebia wo mienu omose but minim ena mehu de NDC famu mfie nwotwe a etwa mu ɛna menim kwan a nyankopɔn faa so a ɔsesaa wɔn din ɛdin a na yɛde frɛ wɔn sɛ ɔmo yɛ tuturafoɔ ɛdin a ne yɛde frɛ wɔn sɛ ɔmo yɛ amambɔyɛfoɔ a ɛnɛ nyankopɔn ama yɛhu amambɔyɛfoɔ na ɔmo wɔ man yi mu na yɛhu ɔmo a sɛbi ɔmo yɛ asobrakye a ɔmo asisi ɔmo aso ama nyansa na yɛsɛ hu ɔmo nso so a ɔmo yɛ amambɔyɛfoɔ ɛwɔ man wei mu yɛgyidie sɛ ndc na yɛyɛ kɔto aba no yɛhu ɔmo sɛ ɔmo yɛ ɔman wei ani daa soɔ no nyankopɔn bɛsa adom yɛn aboa yɛn ama ɔmo atumi ayɛ adeɛ ɛbɛyɛ nsɛnna hɔ sɛ daakye bi yɛhwehwɛ ama yɛkuo na yɛdi wɔn akyi a yɛmmɔ ntena ndc nti obiara a wɔwɔ aban mu titiriw wo a wowɔ John Mahama aban wei mu no hwɛ deɛ odi kan no esua ne nanteɛ fa ahobraseɛ fa nidie fa nokoredie fa akoma pa ɔpɛ pa ɔdɔ ne abodokyerɛ sɛbi ɛntrantram nipa ɛma ne nyɛ sɛ afei manya tumi ɛnkyerɛ sɛ wo na woyɛ ɔga ɛmɛto kempaluta nwom nkyerɛ sɛ woayɛ kuntan sɛ wo ntaban wowɔ a yɛnso yɛwɔ apa so a yɛbɛtumi yɛatwitwa yɛano yi yɛ a sɛbi ɛdi nkyini sɛ adi magutuo mɛserɛ mo sɛ mo a yɛapaw mo sɛ mo mɛdom ɛmmoa ɔman Ghana no ɛma mo mɛyɛ ɛnsɔhwɛ ɛmɛto yɛn yɛ so ɛkufoɔ do dan mo a ɔka sɛ yɛn nsɔ ne nhwɛ no ɔbɛdane nsɔhwɛ nti mede ahobraseɛ ɛne ne die ɛka kyerɛ obi biara from panina mu to the last person a sɛbi woba bɛdi ɔman wei taxpayers money sɛ wakatua no fa ahobraseɛ ne hu sɛ o master ɛna ɔno no otua tax na wanya bi adi na ɔka ha yi a hu sɛ woyɛ paani na hwɛ w'adwuma so yie na bɔ bra pa na dwen hwɛ kan na akyina ɛbɛn ha saa na akufo do mba aban mu ɔma pe ma ɔmo nsa so kanu forata ohwɛ anim abɛka so wɔmfa abaada hwɛ bɔne a ne wadi a wadwane afei ɔno wɔsrɛ sɛ afei yɛntwɛn sɛ mme pension ni obi a wakɔ pension sika kura wadi nyankopɔn kura wadi ne sika
no wantwɛn mme
ɛnɛ yɛsi yɛntwɛn no na mme ɔmra sɛbi abotrɛ wɔ hɔ na yɛsi deɛ ɔde abotrɛ dwa aboa ntatea nso no yɛbɛhu edwa aboa ntatea no yɛhu ne nso no nti mɛsrɛ sɛ baabi a yɛrekɔ yi no momma yɛ nanso yɛn yɛbɛtaa ndc fo akyi menya ndc ni bɛbɛtaa mo akyi san sɛ mehu nyansa ɛwɔ John Mahama mu mehu nimdeɛ sonko ɛwɔ ndc fo mu yɛwɔ nkɔfoɔ bi wɔ ndc mu a ebi ne MPP mu da moakɔ sukuu kyɛn mu bebree obie ne wɔwɔ Ghana ha no ɔte sɛ Nana Gye Opoko Agyema obie ne ɔte sɛ John Mahama obie ne ɔte sɛ Okudzeto nkwalan ketewa kora wɔ ndc mu ɔmakɔ sukuu kyɛn MPP fo bebree mu CV ne soso momma CV ne nadi ɛma mo nkɔyɛ sɛ ba omia a wɔsɛ wɔyɛ doctor in economics a ewi akyire na dollar yɛ tɔ ne 17 18 ɛnso ɔno se ɔwɔ nimdeɛ wɔ economics mu mɛsrɛ mo momfa ho braseɛ momma mo nimdeɛ ne nadi ɛwɔ mo som a mobɛsom ɔman wei mu na deɛ John Mahama kan yɛ wɔ abere a wɔsoa mu into office no so momfa nyɛ adwuma CEOs ne ministers na wɔappoint mu nyinaa monkɔ declare mo asset na ɛma mo ma korɔ no ma mabra bom krɔmfoɔ deɛ me listo wɔ mekyiri mehu mɛka sɛ wone meyɛ aka kora memfa ho gifa ativo ɔne meyɛ aka ɛsɛ wawu memfa ho wobɔ korɔ no a daabi anything a semblance of korɔ no yɛ korɔ no ɛma me defende no defende a me no nya adwen bas branding na yɛ korɔ no mekan aban wei yɛmfa nkyɛ no sɛ ɔyɛ bɔne a yɛbɛka sɛ no ntuo ne meyɛ aka me ne di fie woyɛ papa mba bɛbɔ aba so yɛade pa na yɛmmɔ odin yɛbɔ odin a yɛbɛbɔ odin pa woyɛ ade bɔne a sɛsi afɛ nyɔma akea wo kan ne mma bɛnyini yɛbɛka wo papa na ɔyɛ korɔfoɔ kooko wia yɛ dibi yɛbɛka kanu forata mepakyɛw wahu sɛ listo wɔ aka asɛm a watu mmara wankyerɛ sie na meba a mekan wo news anaa meyɛ news casta oyi firi me sɛ meba menkan wo news adb wane anim ana na ya mo for bone so sa enti no me kirem kanu for yata na mhoi ene ne ma obi abem so papa kromfo na ye frɛ no afei wadwane se oko asupiti no ko si bi eto ade jo ma si wa fere ne so a enkenya ho no nkobeko
onsi na onka ha
enti no sanu ma ni na
fe
mu fa ne se na ho enne sebi ora ya mutie ma centralize ora ni won kran ha ma nko Kumase ma nko Tamale ma nko ba bia sanu ma ni nyina munyai mumie mu ntra mu nko ba mu
Tamale amanza se o
ade ba ko so a ebojo mahama ban form titiriw me o lady free abrochire ba obeduru terminal 3 ho o si February 17 no fra abrochire ba obeduru terminal 3 o si Akufo-Addo ba na nse na msema me bosome yatimi de yes ade we no onim se jo ma na ye dawubo ade ehu hia papa ni nyina hye owura Felisofosu kwachensa media for yes media for a ebe hia ni titiriw NDC stations no menyi omumu because edru die den no akoto afre ni nyame omo na mokọ omo na so mu NDC for no ansa na MPP for radio no mo be koso no kwa mpekra mo boycott sefa kan ni radio na agu Nyankopon na atwa neka agu because NDC ni tumi so chen sefa kan onye nyame ani se na nima ahantwe na wo pacha wi mu NDC ni se yade a eye oman ade na mu bode wura mu mo enkase ade radio ehu hia bibia hu hia sebi jo mahama bo wa kura magana fonte so abo wa so ya de pa mo nka bibia obeye bia ma mo fa hinta enkase nipa ni twam ho da bia ebia na obi te bodwe sanwo o man kan da oni de jo mahama aye bode ro no mani ndu sebi enkrase ma obi otie krase so wonte mone wo ka ne brofo na wo ka ne twi na wo ka ne dagbani na wo ka obi akrom kasa se ne ebe ya mo betre mo ahie ma wo bibia wo ye ga na ni no obehu de ekoso na sebi wo so kane ana de kwhye kodo ase a na ne afanyinam se wanso enti mesre mo sadie no that office no Felisofosu kwachi office no important than any other office because onu na bebo bibia hu dawro so obomu promo amumie no ministers aka any CEOs aka mumie no information bia wo mo apon so mo fama no na onu so ekoto me pon so a emane nye empile se menkan ya me mo obi anka first news no enya hwe make sure say sebi obetre wakoba mu Mugabe awudi information ama no obi bia ba wo pon no a for information na information enye sika na aka se me kokora ye ni information kora bia minim ebi wo ho nti se wo information kora bia dia archive but archive so ye dia yakan ye bia ko
he has started very well
nti yes he has begun well but I need to caution him because ono any minua omane bo ama no mo na ewo communication and Ajo Mahama green book ho kura ko ba asem me mpese sade ni be si biem because ehunu bi pen enti na abo asre wa ogigi ne bagra na wayi na ni ato nchen na yesi ehunu bi pen so wo hunu biem niema e ko so a mu ko fie a mu ko din sensem a ye bompa ya ye campaigner ene nyame awohoro mo ho se wate mo ho se sukyerema no yesre mo mabei momfa ose enyoyo na mommo dawro titiriw
no munya pressure so a omodi gu appointees no so no
de etwato a we de besi ora Mahama owo 7,708 appointments I was oye
again
7,708 appointments only 700 impo obeti ena ya ama obeti ena ya freeway obi kwati me from us na listo we say me ya this for job pass position me nka ho eti mesrem mo obi bia ya adwuma enka say ese edun ketia nkwa na ya adwuma enye ye friend say national executives nkwa na ya adwuma amanfo a sebi no mu nya ndisi for krampo ya adwuma pa because baby ani ya ne nam no sebi na ya adwuma amanfo so ntina ye be kai ya no ti mesre obi bia say mamu maye mfa nse ye tirimu se ya mami ntie ne matiada
begu
enfie nan no awakire ya mesre obi bia medimi die gina ho se misumi nya bi mo me nyina ye nya abotre se wo benya bio se wo nya bio se bi se wo pese wo so mo man ko ade wo adwen pa nanso so enye position ko na betimi am wa so mo man se wo enya bia fa ne saa na sebi fa ontuma kobo obi ade ano na obi so police station ho a wo enya bi mo kura de mo friend branch executive so mi hu se omokro musu enso mo na ma tumi ba ye o eti mesre mo se ma mo ma
be a friend Wallace Ashanti Reggae.
Yes, Wallace. Yeah. Oh, my teacher.
Oh, Prempeh.
Yes. Oh, teacher. Say Wallace.
Defend the NDC.
Oh, yes. He has a lot of books to his credit.
Don't go there. In Ashanti.
Yes. Enti mesre mo. Obi bia nya abotre. Sebi enye obia le benya bi. John Mahama wono kura no wo ba no ode ye bohye e ka che Ghana fo se onkwankwo ye Akufo-Addo dambo ni bi. Enkofa ministers 125. Wabra ministers yi omusu ni faso ba kokura. They have become a cause of financial loss to the state. None of them was productive. Enti no mesre mo 60 na ode ba ye no. Eye se ne be ya o man ne susu sikasem ebenya ahomeje kakra. Enu a wo hia ye nuano mu a omowo ye labor. Oni omudi nkita ho. Okise omo se oman no ne ho meche. Sebi oman ne ho meche no. Ya hindi kwa resuscitation ya suffocate no. Eti mesre se baby aye duru no. Momi ye nyina ye mfa akoma pa abotre odo. Sebi John Mahama oye nipa. Me metena ha ma meka se John Mahama sebi oye saint. Dabi. But he is almost without blemish. Eti mesre on sheda nye bone. On sheda nkase me de o man sika kofuru plane akohwe se wa broni onye. Ade bi wo wa onim se nyansa ne so too much etigese wi adwe wa hwa beka sa adwe emre John Mahama ni project bi obeye bia no hu ahwa ye mbehye e chen kroma de na so no sin 20 na sabi atenatene wo ho se wo hu bibi na ye sinto a aban ni mie pono ya ebema complaints ahodo so beba ne pono so na aban ni nye very interactive with the people of this country se ne be ya bibi kwotsewa obehu ne ntem na wasi ano kwan.
Oh, very good chief of staff.
Yes.
Oh, very good
advice. You see, like I used to say Akufo-Addo, except you are a thief no or appointed no. John Mahama wadwene mu no a wonfa wo. Oni nipa a omadwene mu do. Omo onimdie, omo tirimu abo bew, onimdie ni nyansam ene ye adwuma. Yesi de odi akire sua de odi kan nante. Yeti se yehwe de wo akire no na okosua de odi kan ne nante na yehwe ne nante John Mahama nante no nyansa nimdie nkan ko yempuntuo hobrase
krono nim
na nkoko fe ka John Mahama awia John Mahama awia sika aye Ghana sika na nkian ko ka airbus o ya sai bibia ho akokbo airbus a eye obi ni a wakoye adwuma na waje ne commission eno ho asem na ne yeka eti mesre mo memfa opepa ni akomapa enso me mai na mmom ade edaga na fo akoma so ya NDC faili o my way say kim NDC agu eye nkontabu a ekoso aban ba ko no ni hyehyeye ne nanuamam krono no se mo anti akronfo anwum munka hu se yebebu mo nso akronfo eno de eye non negotiable
asa manfo ko jail
e wo se nkofo ko jail me e nwanwa se John Mahama Maase akoti committee asam no kura se bi yanto se bi ghost name no eyeden na sama di copy baby anipa wo Bible will say what has the living got to do with the dead atiasefo ni ewufo eni twaka enti eyeden na ewufo ni atiasefo benya twaka ewo atiasefo buku mu we yasem wi wo a yenkwa nkosi hu gina yenkwa gina ne abua etimesre say omunya swift na omunya very very dutiful at work enye say ye ba your press conference ekaba na ne to ye hyehyehye na nko gina BNI hwe abanda da ni mu nipa enemo afomu aban we. How many times did some of you go to Iyoko? How many times did some of you go to BNI? Even when you were without blemish. It's mesremo. And yes, tit for tat. And you are the papa. So a bit bossum. Now so sumwa. A friend no matters in the way in Kunyana Mwakasa. Peace. And Tianano. And Mamu may say, wo de yenya omu jama ne nka eno na Professor Mills ye ya eno nti da bia me de so bo no se wono ka hu bi na Akufo do ba ya wo bo kro no kese a ebi nsi da because omu wo adwi bi se mo ba mo ntimi nchi obia omu timi kan so wo wi awusika no no asaka we omu ntimi nchi akokọ bakra ampanso mo so aba ena mo de toto na mo ya ne abasa ne asre ahemfo mo ne omu di ni no mo ni na ho ahemfo no bi akrofo mo mamani na ho asofo no bi akrofo mo mamani na ho mo nso mo wa adwene anyankopon de ama mo tumi ekura John Mahama no enka asofo ne plank nyame de ma mo enti se John Mahama ona ye sofo ona ye konfo ona ye hene ona ye bibia sa wo ko consultation mesrawo consult ni papa na asofo ne ayifo no bebre ya akrofo wona ya wani betie no na wo sense form enti mesre wo council of state ne so no fani die ma omo no mo so fani die ma. Thank you. Me did say basa o ma we ye betre ma mu adwo kama then the difference will show say John Mahama aban eni Akufo Addo de ense MPP eni NDC enye pe dipa we dia de anim and say the difference and the difference between MPP and NDC is John Mahama say John Mahama failure cool a bit messy because that is the last hope Ghana forward and asoja for o kan say o mo kan say de ntia o mo hwe Akufo Addo aye hwehan o ma ja no no ye de ope is because they have hope in John Mahama. And John Mahama cannot afford to fail the people of this country. E ba sa pe o ma we no e bebo.
Very well. But that's listen and Akwesi Poko live on TVS WZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. Yoko na fe yamfa asadama aye Victory Garlic Mesa free Dr. Mwakona suye Victory Garlic Mesa no wunya bi na wonuma eboye papa mamoja timidi ni pedua no mu afrusa na ye kwasi bone be ka se blood circulation wunya bi na wonuma eboa boost we immune system no ema wonni pedua no gina na so brand obi wo ha na te kakra bia no ote so no wa bre na wo se ananse achemensa ananse achemenan ni gina ache se moja ni ntimi ni pedua no mafrusa na ye wunya Victory Garlic Mesa ni bi na ma eboye papa we openfo amesere menko ho we aye obi a wonya mfie be ye dunsin konso amesere mennum bi wonya bi num a eboye sese ni padua no kama free 0201 293280 0201 293280 and 0242 545633 0242 545633 ofra Dr. Anko obeje so pharmacy shop heba shop bi obi bia no o kan si drug lane ura kenso kwa dudu bi apebia onsa ebetumi aka Power specialist about hospital yema me adu ya o men kan kire wo say hepatitis A B C D ana yi na etete wo fatty liver sciatica prostate mema no o se bra na so ye obeboa wo unum peni baby na atechima na koyema me adu ya ho obeboa wo ulcer na how ana ye component si minimum minu aba fibroid no yesi bi wa wodi egu fani nyina akodan ye mami ba Power specialist about hospital no betimi abo ye papa kuma se hwehwe ne kira kwan wo fi ase lake bosom twen eye putuja kwantempon no so lake kwan so a woni Jasbo filling station no ene di nhwe ni mu ubra enkrahan so a wo kwabenya pokuase ACP kwantempon so one block factory no ena edi nhwe ni mu takrade wo wanaje estate oben anaje MA primary school no wodu ani kire saa asoye miensan amedi atutu dwa nyina obetimi akọ na wakwaje wayaresa feye mami ewo 0244 544422 0244 544422 ofra ye mami aduya obeje wo so Medimosis Clinic and Eba Center na free Medimosis Semen Kanchiro. Say what the medi garlic capsules e dia so the only garlic capsules in Ghana Medimosis garlic capsules na suye ho dia wo dia ba no ura pharmacy shop bia obenya bi ato heba shop bia so no obenya bi ato eboa yie papa emma moja timidi ni pedua no mafusa ni yie wonan ene wonsa duba bia na ye titiriti wo sebra na bepe medi garlic capsules ni bi ne bobo asa aboa boost we immune system no amani pedua na gina na so brane emma no mema no tutumrikai heba shop eben wo pharmacy shop eben wo ne kopebi say prostate and etete or minimum memano a sexual weakness minimum memano a male and female infertility munya mienu monka mum na monko na eja moko lab na moko he na ja enema ntumi nko ye emfama mu mienu nyina hypertension na diabetes sciatica typhoid fever malaria na stroke ene etetuo dental problems nyina no medimose sefa bedan no obeboa wo hwe kira kwan ewa dental barrier ye ne police station ne di nhwe animu ewo AESL building inside the Ghana Highways Authority yard ewa Accra Ministries eje kojo ye ho ye ne school for the deaf ne di nhwe animu ene Kumase ahene makokoben ewo nsu bi hu ye ewo ho frɛ na wone medimose santwetwe nkoman ewo 0244 068447 0244 068447 doc megire sɛ wone ye mami mu nyinaa mo hwɛ live na odwuma yefo nyinaa so mo ho yɛ ncha kɛseɛ nkɔma Medi Moses Safari Valley Eco Resort where ɛna make for the ama wɔ ɛno deɛ abusua no opɛ baabi a wɔyɛ environment ne very very conducive sɛ ɛnkyɛ alisa ɛba bɛwari na nse de suit nko an wɔhyɛ wate aseɛ ɔkya Antoni no kwenu nti ɛhɔ alisa wari wi ya ɛhɔ ɛna yɛbɛkɔ akogan so ɛno a wagaduoti ɛhɔ ɛna weekend akogan ɛbɛkɔ ne akɔ chele medede bia maka chele ne de edu baabi a wɔsɛ wɔ chele wo chele nso a na wo de adwan yɛ dɛ wo de adwan ato ho bia wo yɛ bia na wahwɛ wachi na wahwɛ wanim de anya no wayi afrim na chele na etimi akɔ square kama ne mom sɛ yɛ busua mufri amanane aba sɛ yɛ UK ɛyɛ Germany ɛyɛ France ɛyɛ Belgium ɛyɛ UAE ɛyɛ Canada ana Trump krum America maba bedru Ghana wo pɛ baabi a wo bɛkɔ akɔdwodwo ho wo ne wo yere ne wo ma abusua no aseomo baabi a meka fo ama wo yɛ ba akɔpɛ ɛne Safari Valley Eco Resort omu wɔ dew na deɛ ɛde wo mu ne sɛ wo yɛ family na mokɔ a swimming pool no yakyeche mu bibiri nti baabi a ɛde bɛma wo no wonne wo family ni nyina mo wo mo amusu mpo amone obi anche tie ye wonne wo yere mo mma ene ebusua mo ko ya mo de no sonko ene ye family package ne de amamo ene ye capacity wati ase udu a woni beje na mofrei ye de matna ye electric asimu basimu na de monnam forest mu na mo hwe jata mo hwe sebo mo hwe zebra mo hwe antelopes se mo eni nam forest mu efekeke udu ha wani beji wo papa na wadware awie no wo swimming pool mu no gem nso wo ho kama na omompa no nso a ewo edan no mu no hotels no udu ma bibia e kama udu say yes aduane na opedi local and continental dishes ni nyina mo serve bi ewo ho wo mo ye adwuma nafu anso ni nyina wo na watwinum eno ane se obebuku eja reservation no na wa free number 059 691 4394 059 691 4394 ofra o mobeje so kama adwumayfo na ho no so manim te papa nti okọ a o mobehwew na obesan akobiem amuzu aba clinic edi amuzu garlic bitters ena eboy ene awie amuzu se menka nkyerɛw se tutumiriko na kopɛ amuzu garlic bitters ni binom boa ma mogya timi adi nipadua no afurusane yie blood circulation it reduce high blood pressure and minimize high sugar levels to pay amuzu garlic bitters ni binom tumi aboa control urine flow no tumi boa ma odwo so yie kama obi a wonya stroke no so no wonum no na opɛ amuzu garlic bitters ni binom tumi aboa ma nipadua no gina na so kama obi wo nante kakra bia no wabrɛ wo hia amuzu garlic bitters pebi no wan eba so bia be wo mfichiri wo no bowura ho benya bia to sanso na pharmacy shop bia ben wo bia so no wo boa onya bia onuma beboa wo hwe alesa ne lusto wa ho ofi a omotimi nche mo afi nyina amuzu garlic bitters ka ho wo su pebi num etumi aboa wo pedodo atu afre Dr. Amuzu ewo 0247 776743 0247 776743 wasi midin de wo faata Mugabe oba eye Roman Hill ewo Kumasi a maami a yefa ne se ma Faustina wa bi ni TV kakraka na ni pa atwa ahia obia ehwe wone utim no se Mugabe nyame nhira wo papa obo ni din Wallace Asante region wabo adwuma papa de aboa NDC mamu remfi eye papa no na odo NDC no pa NDC nyame nhira mo ma Joanna CPC wone oba Audrey ene abusuani nyina Mrs Norman ene me maame ma Ophelia Kumasi Yakopon enka mu nyina ho Mr and Mrs Andam nyame nhira mo papa Gosin Julius ene eye adepa ɛna princess megye sɛ mu nyinaa ho yɛ kukua biribiara yɛ bɔkɔɔ deɛ ɛkyaakya mu nyinaa ɛnɛ dade washing bie wo ne ho kane ɔbaeɛ a moso tv ho a mohwɛ yɛ dendenden saa nso na nabis ɔno nso ɛwɔ agye kotoku ɔse Mugabe I'm watching you live mɔbɔ adwuma papaapa nyame ɛnhyira mo yɛnnua baa ɛyɛ mary a wɔsi wɔkɔ ɛyɛ free zones authority a ɔno na ɛyɛ CEO ɛwɔ hɔ ɔse my bro I'm watching you live Rudela Sedo ɔno nso ɛyɛ deputy ɛyɛ CEO ɛdema ɛyɛ National Service Authority ɔno nso ɛnɛ ɛyɛ Adams ne ho kani ne birthday ɔse Muga wish you akwanta happy birthday for me mɛyɛ no dodo nti akwanta one nyame nhyira Adams yabere o nyame nhyira papa na wanyɛ wo kɛse nkontafoɔ no nyinaa sɛ wabɔ adwuma mmɔfra no ho ɔfɛ kama kɔ so saa ne kura route mu yie mayɛ na sɛ behind every successful man so no na kyerɛ sɛ ɔbaa pa bi ɛna ɛtɛ akyirɛ a ɔpia ɛyɛ bɛrima no nyame nhyira mu nyinaa sɛ obi agye berɛ na wɔhwɛ yɛn Red Ninja ACP ɛyɛ tio Red Ninja baabi a wɔ biara wɔso nyame nhyira wo sɛ motie show no ACP Cephas Atta ɔno nso motie show no ɛwɔ ɛyɛ North East region Cephas Atta yes or North East region Gambaga
unim sɛ Mugabe at the mention of Cephas no ɔhu sɛ the Ghana police PR no ɔhu sɛ Damparego no.
Oh, we are not discussing.
It does not matter, but I just want us to affect our minds. Please, please. You see, it's the only reason why John Mahama.
We can advise Yemfa Pierus.
No, it's not about advice.
No, administration changing. Acquire Pierus. We need them back. Yeah.
You're needing them back. Can only happen when Dampare is not at post.
Let's leave that one to the appointing authorities.
You see,
listen well.
Can be normal way in Kosovo?
Now then, I'll be okay. Yes, listen.
I was saying John Mohammed's attention.
No. We know what we are talking about. Let's leave that for the appointing authorities. Appointing authorities.
But knowing John Mohammed, so when he saw a consummate Democrat, and so he likes people to advocate. I'm advocating for the sack of Dampare.
Yeah, let's leave it.
And you are telling me I should leave it for.
No. Your advocacy can go on, but we are saying that
let's leave it.
Yeah,
let's move on, please.
I can't. I can't wait to see him.
So you show no me one send the
we SATA.
I like to start from the beginning, but sometimes I like to start from the
middle.
And then my better abo. My better abo CD.
And no President Mohammed Sinto.
Send my boss CD Sabaso. And I said yes. Yeah, name me Council of State no. My better abo a Mohammed Alasan Baso.
Yes.
Say Ghana fu ni hwe kro mo de baka no omo de eye visibility
police visibility
it was be a position be ekura was say and be say wo kwa ade na de baka yo say a word to a word what am I say position ekura wo me say wo kofi na ye move on afi ye nko ye nim CDS ene mabona baso boteman ho no enye sa na mo ka no boteman yes sir fantastic omo edi sojafo bi kogu ho sasa asena omo eye hu de ne ezum ran wasase misa eye Japan asase me text am ye no ete se asase ne misa Japan na no ni Ghana ha kura ana asesa soldiers for ede akogu ho omo de letter come as CDS no in less than 24 hours wa withdraw sojafo ni nyina ede misa so say na soldiers for ni post for da be no be langa se wo Ghana. But anyway, amemo fun tantana na etwem no. Under this administration, no soldier, no policeman. And you be ma kwan say koye langas ejuma. You be interdicted straight away. Nya John Mahama time. Enya Omane Boama as defense minister. Enya Muntaka as interior minister. Suppose ni be kwa edi otuo be akwa obi asase say force me asase.
Se me obi asase. Wosimi the police van akosi wo. Adane Langard.
Anyways, and not this time. I would say list to baby I'm free, but
no, I get the point. And those are the reasons why I'm accruing this before His Excellency said. You cannot be a president almost without blemish like this and have Dampare and all these people.
No. It is just a matter of time.
It's not a matter of time.
You see, in our
Ghanaians voted for John Mahama to have an overhaul.
And I'm say no
a total overhaul. I don't know the reset. A campaign.
Migration.
People realize that there was a need for the reset to be done. And to reset, you need to make sure there is a total overhaul.
Fine, thank you. Listen, madam, say you move on after any the ohono yen to aso na yen ko yen enim. Alisa besha say e dia mami na yen hwe minimum wage. O hwe graph a medi kan edit to edwana sa Alisa dey won say economists no tia say pa say it is a price faced by government above that of the equilibrium price, which no employer can pay his workers below that of the equilibrium. Inti wo hwe baby ajomama o manya tete ampansam no abefa economy way ya fe no se obeye dialogue Ghana for on the 3rd 4th year March ye ba be sinkunya na ya hwekwan ye befa so etimi achechire economy ni year na wakai adwumayefo se wo se miye bibi mamo 10% increment aben say na wo fa no Alistair Nelson.
Yo Mugabe ansa na obekos mekoso no meda me ma akonya ode ma me da wase me nua listo wo me hu wache se ma ba no me pese me ka sem bi hwim keke oh me arguments be on the security agencies, and I talked about the top floor of the Ghana Immigration Service, how they politicized the place in the past 8 years. Unlike the immigration, the Ghana National Fire Service and Rescue and Fire and Ghana National Fire and Rescue Service, no, are different. They were not political. Ujamframa enim NDC, no enim MPP. Inti omohono, that place there will be institutional changes, but the owohono or core pension. Into your car, your one chino. Oba, essence 1 year politics, 1 year partisan. As I say, a dear Jumano Mano.
Mausi.
So what I say?
No, I'm afraid Mausi.
Madame Mausi Sapon. Yes.
It's fair.
Yes, it's fair. And that will be the first time from 1957. I do Oba, I behead the Ghana National Fire Service.
So Mr. Gezi, do no so no ye demand.
Yes. It's very so
Dr. Gezi.
And American. So institutional changes, no, it has to come. But it has to come with somebody has the intelligence of it. I'm sure some of the leading members of our party will have, because when J.J. Rawlings was there, he put people, you could see them in the water sector, you see them in electricity, you see them in the state security agencies. Yes, me like this, I wish JM would take me to the national security so that my brain will be brought to bear. Hey, national intelligence, so that
national security.
Yeah. Me call
Openye Osman in charge.
I'm Mugabe because I want to use my brain to do something for this country.
Oh yeah, Juma papa.
Mugabe, send your work on. Who say then? Enwa John Mahama
minimum wage.
So if you get your economy right, you have to get your education right first. Until watch him oba power no hwe nioma osi oye mi chia madam for mo taso villa ewo dansuman mataye ko by this time mo hwe me uncle ato ono di anim.
So Mr. Jantu also here life for Kumasi. Let's go. Say me fan chairman. Jantu.
Ramido won't hear me.
PV Jantu.
PV there. Ebse mean so.
Except former presidential staff, right?
I think so.
Mugabe don't hear me. Mugabe. Into Mr. Pa. JM has started with the education dialogue. Meboa. They want to get our education right.
Yeah.
When we finish with that, we have an economic dialogue to go to. Then we get our economy right. If you watch yesterday's meeting, tripartite no kwai be a chair. Opa bisa workers union no. Nana don't never call the tripartite. If I'm lying, ask anybody. 8 years, one of them got town. So the minister do the buy. Last me bone di one say one chair wakonya asem. Wakonya asem one say bone do say me mean sem fata say me ni bet na TV so discuss here dey onim say me na me ba.
Ba for ewa.
One say wakonya asem. Poli asem no nka ho. Ye mo ni din.
He's the prime suspect.
Who nipa? Who nipa say obi abua?
Millicent amanko etuno. MP4 and Sunyani West.
The campaign man Millicent, yeah.
In fact, chance ma blue.
In fact, he in the constituency has shown how useless a member of parliament can
24 years. Why you say?
Yes, not
the Jenyamesi say etunu. And asema etunu no. Onko susha nipa nimra. Ode we you be like. Intibogari. JM is on the track. 10% na yes kenny ho. We momo nje skebi anto ho. What you say? Omo nja 1 CD. I'm fan 2 futo mu. There's no money. Omo scan ko mo we ade akogu container mu. ACCC warehouse. Mu be any gold bars near. They wanted to take everything away. Inti me I was frightened when I saw the 10% because when I decided to check upon it, where would he get the money from? But I'm sure the finance minister, highly intelligent young man, what do you call him? Dr. Kesela to forcing. he will sit down with his team, yes, to make sure that they find sources of money to. Mugabe, I want to respond to it quickly.
No.
Or no, 13 years.
No, why?
I think my press conference 13 NDC say John Mahama Beye a year. Let me just go on him. No. I have a video because of what I said. He went to bring his father. We have to address this guy. No. We have to address him. Or no one bring Mahama show. No, it's painful. No, you have to level him.
Pressure.
Mr. Onsen I'm telling you, it's the level of minority leadership. No, it's poor. This too vindictive. The style is too vindictive.
From where?
Say Mahama Obeyeni Sonana. You will see, the NDC will see, threatening us. Because you are going to lay the foundation of we have to tell the people what we saw. Amnana Motunu, who the new part 125 minutes, to the better Amnadonko. The see say bad, they say,
so why was I not here discussing?
That's so expensive. Because we can't ask them, no, Uncle Fanny Papa by the same Chiragana for Uncle Fanny and Nankahu. It's painful to say the least. He should look, if he does not behave himself, we are not afraid of him at all. No, your friend is saying chainsaw machine. I see machine electric. Then Americano, sure, I will leave him for now. But let me go on. So John the papa. Now time football soon. Such a young guy, 46 years, who will bridge on Mahama. Who have no. Quite fast when you see Canada. Do Sikasa
on minimum wage.
Mugabe, Wayadi. Me have said it over the period of time. John Mahama has done well. Just some few days in power, it is not easy to give this concession of 10% when especially economy has been taken away. It is a USAID for Afibia. They brought us money in terms of healthcare, in terms of education, in terms of our local government system and other things. It's no more. So then government will have to raise money to plug those holes in order to be efficient with what it was doing in health and education and other things. The pressure on us is more. The nation too is still looking up. But Ushemua, good things are going to come. The Arab Development Bank, when they heard of our 24-hour economy, quickly they said they are going to make sure they provide the conditions for government to be able to take off with a 24-hour economy. Minimum wage, you expand the economy. We will be running 3-shift system very soon. We have the Accra Digital Center, which is ready to switch on. It is there in place. Then we have excess electricity. It has been quoted and it's all around. So we will give it out to the industries at time of use. Not at a cheaper rate to be able to produce more and stay on and then take on more people during those shifts. The condition is set. It's left with the security and the little expansion or investments that government will have to make economically on certain things like roads and other things, security. Those ones, like the Arab Development Bank has promised. And Nekrano, World Bank, Abba, almost 600 million, to go around and help us with our agribusiness development across the various constituencies. They will pick 2 or 3 people and drop their money. So you can see the African Prosperity Dialogue that they held here, a step in the right direction. And also, it's opening up opportunity. Like I've said, 10%, people will see it's a drop in the ocean. But 10 over 100 at this time, now they must work on things. Maybe to say rent is too high. If you can work on that component of rent that workers pay, 6 months no cry can cry no
for double housing.
Yes, you have to be BB to support workers. Where do the workers sleep? You understand? Before they come to work every morning, where do they sleep? Their sleeping environment. How much do they pay? You can check it on a daily basis. Say, yeah, you have a rent na afia na 6 months. How much do they pay in a day? Government should find ways and means to reduce that one. Then food costs on the market is also too high. We must find ways to get plenty food into the system. So, planting for food and jobs. No, John Dramani Mahama must go back to Canada and explain to them that it was under the NDC, Bloom. It was productivity in the local economy that they were trying to improve, that they brought that money, that these people changed the name to planting for food and jobs and took the money, the $100 million Canadian dollars, and wasted it the way they did. He must go back and sit with the Canadians again and tell them that he has better leadership, good intentions. They should give him money to come and invest down the chain of agriculture in order to get more plantain on the market, get more cassava, in order to reduce the food cost. Then transportation cost too. They are going to use them because fuel cost is high. It's affecting transportation costs. All those things go to affect workers. You understand? Means of transport to work. Oh, Mugabe. Mugabe, yes, you become national security. Hey, because Ayalolo Banks in the USB now, they charging me. You know, almost saying, one and all manager or near Chanica. There were people being paid in the past 8 years at Ayalolo. And somebody is sick of playing. They must bring our pay back. No, it's painful.
I thought you said you didn't need an appointment, though.
No. Put me on the national security. I have a lot of things to do with my mind. Okay. Sitting at home to help government to progress.
You have a lot to offer.
Yes. I will go and sit in the bus and I will report what must be done in the bus to get it to standard. They will not know who did it. Metro Mass, look at them. What? We are wasting opportunity when it comes to transportation. STC, then our GPRTU too. How are we helping them as government? Because spare parts boarding and our fuel costs in boarding. They are suffering. Go to most of the stations. Because it's a private investment on one or car also boarding. All those things goes to affect the workers in Ghana who are demanding for more pay. It is the demand of workers will also will come down because then they can afford the society that they live in. They can afford housing, they can afford transportation and food, and then living conditions will be good, and that will allow them to also work well and productively to meet the need. Mugabe, it's a good thing. Like I said, government will have to do more in order to be able to catch up on that 10% now. Because you have to work things out. You see, the taxes be free. If you check nuisance taxes, be they buy all those ones are going to put a gap on the economy. So, like I said, we have to see how we are going to pay them and pay them timelessly. Don't let us give room to the opposition to say that increase the crowd. Some what if they make us say, let us, like you're saying, let us keep close to the Ghanaian worker. Let's make the Ghanaian worker our partner. See, a policy best succeed here. We have to work through the civil service and the public service, and we must get them to get their acts together and committed to the party's policy to transform this country in all facets of national life. In Mugabe, maybe I will allow my brother to also say something, but with the workers, NASI said they also TUC for the organized labor, for the GFL, me Papa Kumsin. I mean, very good environment. Yeah, and then they listened on the Mama Abraham Kumsin. This is the first time who said president are walking into a labor meeting. Yeah, normally the presidents will not come. They either send their vice presidents to come and sit in, or they'll call the bluff and they can go on the streets. But this one, it showed decency. That's the difference John Mahama makes with the rest of the others. Thank you. Workers in Sudan. Papa, yes, you have to pay moko ejuma no makoda moko ejuma na moko aweki moko ejuma na mako biko konsa moko ejuma na mako TV close act for no then institutional changes will come. They will have to okay. That one we cannot when the thing is
they like it
or not. Yes, because they are not in sync with our party policy that we have come into government with. So give way for those who will be in line with our actions to also
thank you very much, Alessa Nelson. Tamale Aya Kesmi 107.1 FM Bole Aya Nkiligi FM. Yenu anuma wo Zebila 80 was Zebs FM Sanso and Aboko ye so 100.1 FM. Pusiga Aya Wimpan Sampa Wende FM Takra De Aya Sharp 106.9 FM Zama Lembele Western 100.3 FM Nananum 92.5 FM Ewo Go so Eduno FM or Sankore Nina wo Hafo region Yakobuno region 90.9 FM Ewo Nsoko Ena Nsuma FM one Krankwanta who a global 105.1 FM New 89.7 FM Okete Krache Boom FM Ewo Gia Sekai Sansuna KFM Ewo Pasa Asimfusu Eye Rich FM London GFM Radio Fire Life Radio America Memo Virginia Apple 68 FM Kokuskete any team Ekremoho on your multi TV DJ Box Radio SYZ 3.1 Sanso and on Facebook Live Power 979 TV SYZ Ghana all like a page now or share Sanso on YouTube SYZ Broadcasting. Isa politics no asugusu wuti mameko liso we na nakwesibuko na menye wono so na dwenche ewo akatua ntumu a aba wo hanchichimu edu 10% enura edai. Listo, over to you.
Mugabe mame na me fan free baby a inu list free no na me twaso ho. I'm said there be a me can say we na your mama keeps re-echoing the fact that he, John Mahama, is the biggest difference when it comes to MPP and NDC. John Mahama is the difference. What I say? At every time in the life of a government, nipa udi abayin enimu no, ono na ma yehu deɛ nti a aban no ɛso wɔ mfa so anaasɛ ne so ni mfa so na ɛnura meeting no ɔkɔ wura mu no na mini expectation papa biara te sɛ deɛ baayɛ no because sɛ wohwɛ deɛ John Mahama bɛtoyɛ as aban na otimi agye tum sɛ still a obetimi ahwɛ ya ho hiahia yi mu ama obi a ɔyɛ aban adwumayɛni anaasɛ ɔyɛ private sector worker ne minimum wage some extra 10% bi aka ho na afei aban workers nso so akatua ntumu nso so wahwɛ ayɛ ho biribi a na kyerɛ sɛ owura Mahama wɔ sɛ aba so bɔdeɛ because sɛ nka ɔmo bɛda ɔman no sikasɛm adi akyerɛ ɔmanfoɔ na ɔmo de nneɛma agu nsani ani sɛnea ɔno gya aban a obɛdi n'adeɛ ɛyɛ Akufo-Addo aban funds ahodoɔ sinking fund heritage fund get fund ne nyinaa saa foto yi nyinaa na sika gugum a na kyerɛ sɛ owura Akufo-Addo wɔ sika a obɛtumi ɛde abɔ ɔman ne ho bra na wohwɛ sika a anaasɛ ɛka a Akufo-Addo de agya no na wanya sika biara nto fotuom na ɔkɔɔyɛ a na ɛnɛ a John Mahama atimi ada n'adi sɛ mpo wamɛto hwee na nso so no wahu sɛ ahoyehia a ɛwɔ ɔmanfoɔ asetena mu enti no ɛsɛ fata sɛ mpo sɛ wo ne obi yɛ adwuma a ɛsɛ fata sɛ wobɛma no sika a botena wode ma no no ɔha mu nkyekyɛmu edu asa aka ho a ɛgye sɛ owura Mahama sɛbi ɔwɔ adwempa ɛwɔ tema ɛma ne manfoɔ ɛno nti ɛyɛ abasobɔdeɛ na da biara no yɛka asɛm bi sɛ amamuo ɛnkɛni kwan sɛ ɛyɛ den na ɛyɛ den ma wɔn a wɔn wɔ biribi di sie because amamuo ɛni sɛ ɛyɛ den because obi biara a wɔyɛ ɔmampanin biara no ɛyɛ deɛ ɔmanfoɔ de ma woɔ ɛna wowo de som wɔn mo wontimi nkɔnkɔfa deɛ ɔmanfoɔ mfa mmaa wo ɛmfa nsom wɔn mo ɔnyɛ kurɔmfoɔ wontimi ntutu botom te sɛ deɛ Akufo-Addo no ɔtutu botom G11 no wontimi nyɛ sɛ wowɔ biribi to hide a anaasɛ wowɔ biribi a wode bɛsie a ɛna ɛho nkitahodie no ɛɛden ɛno nti no wontimi ne wo manfoɔ ɛnni nkitaho papa a ɛmu bɛyɛ fan ne pɛrepɛre yɔ ɛno nti no abere biara wɔ sɛ wobɛdi torɔ now once you begin your governance with lies no because the view of a propagandist no you always have to lie your way through ɛno nti na wohwɛ yɛ a aban baako no na ɔde propaganda ɛna manage ɔman no ɛsiane sɛ na ɛnyɛ ɔpɛ pa ne akoma pa ɛna ɔde som ne man nti abere biara no na ɔwie ɔmanfoɔ no ɛna ɔsisi ɔmanfoɔ no ɛna ɔwie aman no nso emu agudie ka ho nti abere biara no sika ɛyɛ sika botena ɛwɔ sɛ ɔde ma ɔmanfoɔ no ɛsiane sɛ ɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛdi nokora kyerɛ ne manfoɔ nti no na wadane ne nkwanta na wasɛte propaganda ama Ghanafoɔ ɔman no yɛ broke deɛ na kyerɛ sɛ biribi biara ni futuom a ɛwɔ sɛ wɔde den ɛma wo meanwhile no ɔman a ɛyɛ broke no na obi atumi awie sika 52 billion ɛwɔ account baako wɔ Ghana Commercial Bank na sika na yera 52 billion
Usun kan say sika muno sika foforo sika news Ghana cities 52 billion
52 billion
because sika dada mo ebe kan say
kan for that you better say we
billion na say nipa ne was oba Ghana be answer questions
now that 52 billion was accrued in an account a collection account
SML
for SML is different too. The 52 billion was taxes omodi ko go collection account mu a that collection account no accrued that 52 billion and that money was transferred. Yes. To date, it is under his supervision and Belgian government decided to close our accounts because now omo money laundering for her. Omo timi ko bo besia free amano ne sika ni meduro man we mu. Enso ne yedi minimini wumi enu yedi atoso say yakoji sika in the name of Oman Ghana. Eti se me hu se ebinum adane PROs for thieves and criminals. Tisakano Foriata, I get worried. Because baby I nam eye krono ene dia ba bedu baby aye ginan baby ameka esini pise Ekufuado cannot account for 10% of the monies he accrued over the years 2017 to 2025. He cannot. 10% sikana oji ye ni nyina mu ohamu chichebudu wontimi account for it. And so it tells you say they have beyond 90% of the monies they accrued with them. Is that not a national security threat?
Very well.
And tianu na bema menu mienu e wo say ye ma John Mahama taking your maybe seriously say e wo say what ya kronfo no e hu hia e chen say ye bebo foto ahodo a ye dey kwa kopesika ye betimi dey atwa workers ka.
Very well.
Because the one tia kronfo na sika ne be wo mo ho wo mo di ba be campaign asa tia wo enti tia kronfo ne ne so oti o mo asa sika na abeje afri o mo ho no he ora kwa wo so mo in excess of 20 billion wo betimi retrieve from Abaidada no enti mesre say minimum wage o abayaduma ye fa ketua o a ye pese atumo condition of service ni nyoma ni nyina no say ye betimi anya sabi ni yie ama omanfo ho atomo a e wo sesika na e wo Abaidada ne nkofo ho a o mawia no aban we de ye na sede ne na sede na wotimi chesi akronfo no agi sika ne firi omo ho no de beto aban fo tuom ne yetimi de bo man ne ho bra
me da say listen na kwesi
yes
wonderful submission
to chase after the criminal.
Very well.
The ball crazy heads.
Thanks for that wonderful submission live on TVS YZ and also on Power 97.9 FM. Well, my micro minority leader.
Baby, you can mini minor micro minute minority. Mini minor micro minute minority.
Minute.
Honorable mefa honorable nkanhu afanya markings ana. Okay. Why a press conference me pese we need di be press conference ni need memo obi an so tie
kada say usi miliano afide makofa kenifo ya taba usi
miliano be boni mienu nyina bo mama me
Mugabe wa ma
ye press conference ya wa yen sanfun bi ode atodwa yentie afanya market.
Once a stay of execution process has been filed, the court would have to determine it. So what are we talking about here? Meanwhile, there is another process before the Supreme Court, praying the court to make an order of prohibition and certiorari to quash the earlier orders of the courts. Isn't it also trite that per the laws of Ghana, when an election result is declared, the outcome of an election is declared. After the declaration, the next stage is the gazette. It is only upon gazetting that an aggrieved party may have to file a process in court, petitioning the court and challenging the outcome of the election, and this is supposed to be done within 21 days. The so-called application, which was filed by the opponent of Mr. Neskumi, was not an election petition. Meanwhile, the court claimed that it had taken judicial notice of a press conference of the EC to the effect that the results have been gazetted, so it is going ahead to treat it as an election petition. Now, if you treat it as an election petition, you have to make a preliminary determination, which is the security for costs. All these things have not been done. We wonder why the judge will go on the path he has chosen to go. But as law-abiding citizens, we will continue to use the judicial processes for justice. As for the NDC, if they think that today they are using an escumi to do politics, today is Friday, we are reminding them that next week Thursday, the president will be coming to the chamber. We are reminding them, they've forgotten that they are in government. We are reminding the NDC. So, if today they are the avant-garde of the rule of law, we've heard, good. On Thursday, there are other matters of social justice in the country that perhaps they have overlooked. So if they are showing us a part of social justice and the rule of law, we have heard them. From Tuesday, we, the minority, God willing, will also begin the process of bringing to the fore all the issues that the government must undertake to bring social justice in our country. And we will not limit it to Tuesday. We'll go on Wednesday, go on Thursday, Friday, and we'll continue until all the issues of social justice are addressed. So we thank them for forcing an adjournment today. We thank the NDC majority caucus. We thank them. These are useful lessons. Thank you very much.
Kasongo. Well, Alisa.
Yeah, Mugabe. When we go see here, because
do justice.
I'll do justice to him. But because say me tani pa. In time obi awo. Me tell obi say me catch say light cry ni me dem. Me da form o me dem. Enti me ya dia me dwuni ho. Me dwuni nipa ho. Me tia taxi driver na ode me buy no babata. Any madam for Sandra ne Portia any Serena baby omo obi a. Hwe afenyo you cannot threaten anybody in this country. And especially the president. Me Tuesday I'll go to parliament. They catch him. Now I'll get close to him and let him know that what he's doing, he's not measured for the position he holds. There are many more fine gentlemen in the MPP who could lead the minority at this time. Yes. So people will argue with me. You look at Samuel Oku, will do better than this boy. I'm telling you, you can have your problems with Samuel Oku. He will do better than this boy. Even me, I have problems with Kojo Oponkruma, but he will do better than this small boy. I'm telling you. Say new opposition, say new minority. And that's
88.
We are waiting for him Tuesday. Can you threaten the mama? That's the same thing you send threats when we were vetting on Manipuama. That uto unko for uto waswa nipa.
Some Georgia.
Who nipa we unko for waswa mu for Winiba. Ako go immigration, prisons, police. Yeah, clear. Ade Winiba for unko and say security agencies. Ade. So you can want to continue when the money came. You see we're issuing threats to him. That's why. Because I'm grilling you. If I bring people, hey, this boy, why? You're hiding behind the minority. The women now you're hiding behind it. Yes. It's Jawa. We are Jawa.
It's about Kotia, right?
It's about Kotia. You're Jawa. What are the threats? Me, what was another one minister? Uju Huda. One minister. Yes. And now look at what another did to him. He sent him to the Ghana Water Company. Ghana Water Limited as board chairman.
What happened?
In 1 year, he gave himself 300 contracts. Mugana for when I'm if you pay the way, greedy soul way, and I'm telling you, he gave himself 300 contracts to his company. I don't want to mention the name of the company because he has a partner. I'll offend the partner, but he gave his company 300 contracts in 1 year as board chairman of the Ghana Water Limited. Not limited to that, they took him to Ghana Electricity Company.
Have evidence.
There's evidence. Ask why he left the board. And the kind of mess he left at the Ghana Water Limited, and how they plan to sabotage John Dramani Mahama with water. The people he left behind. I mentioned their name said the other time. Yes. Go to electricity. 3 months, Sepenu. 3 months, 490 million as board chairman, unaccounted for. You small boy, what did a champion do? I'm asking you. Did a champion take such huge sums of money? Says he can be for a champion, now. But he was short. Why? Why are we in a democracy and we allow certain group of people use political power, like I said, come to power out of nothing? They come on the guise of property owning and they enter development in freedom to a new opportunity now. Slander the state, cut the state, slice the state into pieces, steal the money, make it your own, and call yourself rich and hang yourself over the people. We will not allow that. We will not allow that. That's exactly what this young man is doing. The other time I was telling you people, Rashid Bawa and the boy I don't know where politics and the man the contract is on for sewing machines similar and hairdressers under J. Kufuor. Then they gave him a place at a trade fair to operate his business under Excel. He was not paying rent where he was. Free. There's some money loan, a free bank. Or no, at this time. Yes. Is that a reward? In South Africa, when the black economic empowerment took place in 1994, beneficiaries like Cyril Ramaphosa, today is president. Look at how simple he is managing his country.
I see your whole press conference.
Daddy.
Contempt.
Wow, onu je NTO. Na me ni de upo ba yenko kesi sia. Onu bo judge bidi. Anya na that for justice no. Onko ka kire no, onko ka say judge no, enye onko report to judge no suban creative justice no. Ye wo ha, ye hwe. Where to no there. You know you didn't win the elections. You know in your heart you didn't win. And now him say you declare that you went to parliament to be sworn in. Yes, I do not. You say Kronu dear. No, Ghana for the one thing.
Contempt on a criminal one.
Yes, well, you must acknowledge. Na pa hucho. Oh, bit say gift to do national service again. Na me can say sika bebe ondiwe into pa hucho. Sika ni 3/4 square. I don't know japade. Na fabra na pa mine cho. Me like this I will lead you to go. Yeah, gift away. Yes. Mekwa ko pa cho ni agiska ni no ja oboko ba obehu onumom obekwa ko fa lawyers no sika kentinka and showing off obehu etire no that form okomu ani asama ni pardon no fa sika no adi iti Mugabe. This guy will not confuse anybody. Also Kevin Taylor utie na waka no nsem bebre onu ofre obi threatening the person nipa no nsem esi Kevin Taylor show no so utie nsem na poto lawyer nyesa na some buy who client the ADB court now who have today I could ADB before no more just asem now who am before so client ni so nya asem now who have today you're beneficiary of that arrangement. Everybody saw it. So even Nanado didn't want you close to him. Who buy him fake no no ko patch o e man Nanado ma afenyo ben. Yes, and I'm telling you what he did with the Ghana Water Limited, the essential commodities, essential services. When he went to ECG, what he did.
Let's center on the press
conference. No, like the person doing the press conference does not have the credibility to do it. In the first place, or the parliament court.
Was it Sona Tuesday?
They say he will not threaten anybody with Sona. He is not found. He does not even have the basis for saying what he's saying. I'm saying that he went to court in this country. But America, maybe Obabu Mahama. And America said Tuesday, make a
with the 88.
I have 2 points in a number of blocking.
The end is 187.
Mugabe, it will happen. It will happen. Look, we have said it. We have believed so much in that.
Alisa, who is he?
I'm surprised. Who is saying? What else has he got?
The majority.
Where are you going? You can shout. You make noise. What was there say?
To choose your better than.
And American, maybe I'll be any way. Maybe I'll be bunkophobia. No, I could boost speaker. No, any way. So I know a firm no call. Then you take the soda.
He's a president.
Oh, Mama, I'm ready soda. No, they're ready this. I know.
This is a threat.
Oh, yes. He's been threatening people. He threatened Omani. He threatened Omani doing the vetting. He threatened Omani Boama, the honorable. He threatened him, the defense minister.
George.
Yes, he did the same thing to Sam George. Yes, he blocked him. Iti Mugabe, this is a guy who will come and stand on TV. He sent the whole nation to court. The parliament. He sent it to court on the false premise when he knew that his own party article had removed Emmanuel Morrison and other people per their party constitution. He still went to court to claim that they deserved those people as their members. When he knew the foundation of going to court was flawed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's how he is. He knows what he's saying. It's not founded on the truth. But he'll come. He has been sent by somebody. Don't you see the person in him? Nanado Subano no. Subano oppose no. Yes. This Bagadash was for Nanado. Go and check. Yes. By force. Hey. Go. Koda uni Nana B ne ya Yesami Jemfi enya asem one of the radio stations. Nanado summoned Nana B to his house And when Anabi got there, he rushed on him. If you know you are going to slap the gentleman, why did you take a swipe on him? And how Anabi that from Chedia Odi I got it direct information from the house. Odi Nanado Mani blow no from those who were there will tell you. Allegedly, yes. Or Mani blow. That's the vindictive nature of Nanado. So if you see Afenyo Maki, he has been sent by Nana, the 18-year-old guy. Go and shout on them. Go insult Mahama. Go and do this. Look, Yatramu, Nanado Krawo, and your constitution now, by this time, we just court it in the may come my money home, may catch them, send you a you put the state on a criminal gear. You put the economy on a criminal gear. You put somebody with a criminal intention to manage our economy. Somebody who is an investment banker to come and sit on our economy. Somebody who rather must save for us when it comes to our sinking fund. Went into our sinking fund, collected the money, chopped it, and hedged the bowl, the empty bowl, for another 15 years. He went and took the heritage fund. He chopped the money. He cannot even account for what he used the money for. He cannot account for it. He took the money, chopped it, and hedged it. Esra, the same thing. NHIS fund, get fund. But you will have Afenyo Marking defending Kemi Foyata that you come in May. A date to cool you down so that you don't make your agitations as a fugitive. What's your case? I always will perform. Well, me tag now the two no so. Me see Obesa mu December. OS me see Obama mu December date. Mark my words. And he will keep running until he runs away. Now he has disguised himself. Right? Nobody can identify him on the street. Who can say when he became finance minister? He knew from day one. That is why he brought his apparatchikis. Kelly Gajekpo. I'll continue to mention their names. Reverend Mugabe Maase, Albert and Comfortokram. Sorry, Anamu Road Show. You were involved heavily with this government. You were on boards of corporation. It was Ken who brought you. You go to church every Sunday. Look at your God and tell us you are not taking our money. All of you, Reverend Mugabe, tell us. Look at your God you worship on Sunday and tell us you are not taking our money. Mufi say no fee grant mo. They didn't pay Kelly Gaje's father before he died. The $20,000 they took to open data bank. They didn't pay him. Well, when I see such characters, when I see them, they don't impress me. You know them. I know them. They don't impress me. And it is funny how people support them and they cannot see through their fake attitudes. Very fake attitudes. I'm telling you. Look, Afenyo, Opa Munyi video. Me can't answer no. I go find the papa. Send you join no public now bo sisi ubo say wo sika now wo japade no. Is that the state of your father at 80 years? Me papa. Kabo did 70 years ago. I used to bath him every morning. I was proud of it. My unity, yes, my senator, papa. It was my duty that is people will come and see my father first. Who was that? I don't know. Video. Unless I will fire no. I'm fire. Ne papa, you know about no. Osano. Akonya Bennett. This why you are doing PR, paid PR. The woman. Ultimate toilet that chair. Oh, share them all. Now sure. What? Afenyo Marking ne papa baby. Baby our papa tini I will draw when himself on Kwechi what's the estate so winni bani adu wo sika was Charles o papa na ti we enya wo fede dey odi disturb obi anu to leather chair man papa na leather chair Mugabe my video no ko dance papa crash papa na when I saw it I wept. Why did you come and show this thing? If you hide him and it's fake, this story it is fake. I'm telling you, we have to do DNA. But we will do DNA.
Don't waste your airtime. Don't waste your airtime.
Personality. The fact this morning, 20th February 2025, I'm here with a very distinguished personality, the father of our very own Afenyo Marking. We are in his hometown, Chairman. It's between Abo and Achiavi.
We are within the
Keta municipality. This is Afenyo Marking's hometown. And this is the father, the biological father. Afenyo Marking lived here as a child and attended Roman Catholic school here in Chama. He had an older sister called Maushi. They were two by their mother for their father. Those of you who said the Marking is the stepfather's name, we were just told that the Makin is the maternal grandfather's name. His mother's grandfather is Makin from Winneba. Akwenyo is the name the father gave him. So there you have it. Somebody said the father is a carpenter from Konya. No, he is by profession an agricultural technician. He attended
oh, my party has already prepared. Yes,
this is not the capital. This is stage. This is not the capital. I'm sure the woman has been allegedly she has been paid to do what she did. This is not the capital. That's why I said the capital's son must learn to be humble in dealing with us in our national politics. This is not the capital.
Listen, me who video no my
what? Who do we say better? And you compare the papa being here, the papa being shady pada the better no. Who unity man? I used to crop my father every day. I was telling you, I used to bath my father. I was proud of it. Look at you.
This video reminds me of when Dada Kedi.
Yeah.
Ebedidi Professor Jenna no Pokwajma atem.
Yeah.
Say ne dressing ne ho ne atare ba. E no mokofa Dada Kedi yo bonyumi. Fatia Fatankro.
Yeah.
Omkofa ne mame. The picture say what dress pa cabani slit no me betu so no mo say yen hwe Dada Kedi maame a what dress kama yen fa ne to Professor Jenna no Pokwajma ho na ko share comments e wo say nipa brand ho ase na ye hu se ne yesi kasa wo badwam sebi ete se de dan Paris wo kwa koto Kofi Brokuma
so ka chom dem na ware me yire ni si o
ete se de dan Paris so wa koto Kofi Brokuma enti e fa camera nsi ne so e yesa na ete se wo kura no wo ye King Charles eba and as say abra wo ho ase na wo koto Kofi Brokuma. I mean, who are you? Nipa e wo se wo hu ba bia wo frie na sebi omukro omu papa wi asika ema omusu be se bi ewo ewiase mu ha no omu papa no omaja pade no they had to sell it to make whatever ekufado no their fathers robbed the state
indeed
of its wealth, of her wealth, and when they got to where they were no omantimi kura masika no anya fe what must say etino se mi hu se obi mi ma ne ho so chese eti we no mfonyi ya de ba ye chese obekere se o papa you obi
ne papa nyina bebe
eti o papa bebe ya o ti wiase a u dawa nu mfonyi ya de ba ye chese o papa you we
capital sad can
we no plan chese o papa
wase gun ho ni wase
we jare ni nie we jare o papa nie
odi na baba dwom nie
odi na baba dwom hwe mfonyi ya de ba ye na we senko amanke eya mu sua nyansa yeso akwadwofo contact ya nche ne ko sua na sua nyansa we ya odi ne ba ye se papa yi oti ne ba bi o wo be ma na ba be ye a public discussion and it will become a public division obi abesre obi abetwetwe una wiase a wo mama wa betri so wo papa nie esre ewiase wo so bra wo ho ase yesi nyankopon sira wo bi a obre ne ho ase
on top papa yi
Mugabe woka it be free on pono agenda don ko set agenda so nim say o di atare papa be she papa no address no kama asa na o di na ba social media papa bi
me say what dressing
is not their norm what dressing
this is how best
dress Christmas ni me kama mani
bronya atade na
na me enye bronya
atade akedi me ba be TV so
Mugabe pa
na akonya
o di social media no me yo
efe pa
akonya efe ko se ma no se ni bronya atade no ko no nti anka papa na nge bronya atade na se ni no
ayese madam fu bia
afenyo ni nyina
madam fu bia wo nya escapa no so okoware na ne maame mo ba wedding yase a maame fra chese tete ho ka baby onye skapa o na me hwe madam fui se ne wasi afa ne ho na ne maame tete kaba utim se ntafra refa ewiase amobo wo mi me ye ho ase bro ho ase wo na wiase kukukuku mi na me afenyo market hwe papa that me ferry no I'm sad
Mugabe
I'm sad.
Tell you one thing
that makes me humble wherever I live or wherever I go me catch say me da form me say do you know why I read about Nkrumah and I found out about him even after he left power.
Selflessness.
Yes, I became sad in me that what he did. Yes, Mills who questioning power no that's all. You'll be surprised. President, Nimpa Odasuo, simple bed, Bisobia. Very simple bed. You go home over the weekend. But if you go to
what do you think of a man that has the inscription a property of Ghana?
Yes,
in his dress.
Yes, that's Kwame Nkrumah for you. What is this? No,
selfless.
Let's learn from them. It is after we killed Kutu Achampon that we learned that Achampon was not a thief.
Anyway.
That all the things we said about Achampon. Yes, Bafo Ajimandria, his book, he has confirmed some of the things. Me, my father worked with Achampon. The day Achampon was killed, my father wept, and he kept on every year. 16th June, 26th June, we remember them. And you say that these people, they were not criminal in nature. I worked with them. I was decent. They were decent too. Years on, Nanado, he was the leader, General Secretary for People's Movement for Freedom and Justice. PMFJ. Omo ka Achampon gum yenkuno. Let's punish him. Look at you when you got the chance 8 years. Over the bar. If look, Achampon by this time, what? They are saluting wherever he is in his
say, Alisa. So we do this kitchen. Omo bia tumuku ha yenua zeta nini azi. Chacha mo ene ewie sanso na MPC amuti honorable Lord Boam. So enjoy show no papa mo Parliament House munyina muti job 600 yadamo say MPC nyina ye chobia honorable Helen Adwanto so ye chawo agbesi sabrefian so enjoy show no apoma ene agbomoje omosusu mu 80 dendende kapo onso Nkrumah flat Joanna Sport wo mebi atumusi ku ha Nkrumah flat kapo ye chiao one menuaba Esther ene yaba nantemage munyina mo hoye de munkosu na muntie na monhwe listo famisie
Mugabe na me pese me call menua Greg honum na me wase the PAC de ma ora mahama abanya wada enoma bi adi se periperi yo ene ntanchia sebi ni twaka bia biem wama ye hu se sebi amemu pa ekire nkunimdie ma oman fo ne oman na mu abse yenyina yenim sem yenua Gregory Afoko ekwan a aban a wotwa mu ifa so di nani na to not give it so much your friend is saying of a lengthy talk no Mugabe kai say just a phone call into yenua Kwame Nkrumah tikese e show so and it lead to the arrest of Gregory Afoko. The phone call was from one lady called Boya. I don't know. People say Nidia Edane Sonono, but Bimoso say Omsina no say Boya, Tino Mufreni Boya. But I don't know if that is true or it's not. But that is how they have explained it. That call no enema yekoche Gregory Afoko. Now the call was to tell a story of how or no oba no tenkran ha or no ejina Mahama Adams nchen na Mahama Adams can say Gregory Afoko enebehwie acid gu ne so. In fact, all through the court proceedings no, yes, I have been absent but not truant. I have been absent for some time and I have been present at many times. And so Masuwe yatin sembebre to the point say Edru baby there was a judgment by Ubia who said Greg had to be freed. But before that, na court ashese yema Greg bail. Emma bail na e wasi ya demano no. Eye Godfred Dame say Gregory Afoko ni nuane Paul Afoko a ye ka sebi esikafo a omonkyere omo ho wiase mha titiri ne Ghana ha sebi I mean Paul is he's not just a rich man, he's a wealthy man. Now obitimi begina bedwam say Paul Afoko na sebi wa bone bra CPC ta no wentimi amiti Greg bail condition in public and even on the floor of parliament when obianim say perjury say ubedi ntro after having sworn an oath say obeka no kre now abegina bedwam say Greg antimi meeting bail conditions. We are no. Now on one side, appeals court to say, am I granted bail to Greg? That's a dummy. Go for dummy. This was this was how injustice. This is how injustice was served. Sister 40. 1 leg. So if you have some of these things happening under Akufo-Addo, then all of a sudden you need change of government. Now, for the want of a good word, reset is being executed like this. John Mahama, apart from Nyame Amedana Sieno, or Sabaso body. Thank you. Sanse Wama Atentene, Juma. Oh, say, you are a friend of double jeopardy. I don't know, a lawyer for idea, or what I can say, you cannot be punished twice on the same offense. Now, if you want us to discuss in details, I think there should be another word called quadruple jeopardy. Because Greg is being tried for the 4th time on the same offense in court. Greg is standing innocent at trial. While Asema Ekoswoni Nyinano, they are very laughable. And they say, one of the witnesses of the then regime, Mahama Adams say, Metiho, Sadano, no, can say, Nikuna, Omushe, acid good, Nesono. Mind you, na Kamal Dean, Akokano Joy FM say, 3 minutes to the time Omushe acid goo Mahama Adams sono or fair no warning say one hen who ye a didn't know what casa channel. It's live with Evans Mensah. He said it live on a live radio. Can a Japan back can some assassin with him? Roxin Bukari any your friend is saying John Mahama Wafasi, your friend is saying you move in a D after some time or Otiko Jaba or say your friend is saying Bugri Nabu say Roxin Bukari any Otiko Jaba any Kum Mahama Adams. Okay, it's on tape. Yeah, Bugri. It's on record. Bugri Nabu said that he only issued an apology letter, and that is how come he was not arrested. And until so obi timid and anufafa ebe jina kwa increment tikesi so media tikesi mechiawo ni so na wo ka se Greg Nekun Mahama Adams na John Mahama aban che no na John Mahama aban ni mu during the process amu yes o mbe man bail no Akufo-Addo aban aba na ya man bail na Akufo-Addo say me nya no na Greg Adem o kumfie dua na se na John Mahama aba na se na aban etimi ama Greg bail yabese Ura Mahama say on tonkoso because family ne say ye mpese mu be jai Greg say ye jano munya semu na ye hu say ye nuano no hu so nsa bobe because ye nim say ye nuano nya na ye bone very well me di manu sin so Mugabe afenyo marking munya ni dimbo munim eye strategic 30 seconds strategic. You do know why they always want to obfuscate the subjects. They want to get us to be diverted. They want to be relevant. I feel you're marking on here your breath. Because that criminal syndicate of family and friends no on the your spokesperson. Okay. And untina kakrabia no obeka kenofurata and then answer who say kokai kenofurata lawyer for krata or parliament. And Mahama Yariga stop no. I think it's commendable say Mahama Yariga yes sir. But beyond that no, say if you no cray putting him in check no, you must be very vigorous at it. And make sure say you shut him up because he is becoming a nuisance. Very well. If he wants to become the spokesperson for the criminal syndicate of thieves and family and friends, let the public get to know. Very well. Now sebi yenso osia odisia yentu. Thank you. But it's not to give him our space. There were a lot of good things to discuss about John Mahama's government, and we don't have to be wasting our breath on him. He's a very useless.
Anessa Nelson, as a deputy CEO of the, thank you. And I see you the UDP. List when and Nakusipoko. CEO with that portfolio. Sweet madam, me just say bibia boko. Madam ase say no me ansambremu. Money and tena ebesi sabria akasema enum na abo no sia. Enwumre no sia kase ebo na eba so. Na mo video no koso na heya. Oba de na dumi na etenkwan ma eda adwoada yebesan asia. Nti cabinet no list we say congratulations enko mamu nyina. Me mamu nyina mo. Apia wo eye kentampo health insurance as me say bibia boko. Dr. Abuaheman so senior lecturer wo eye Telecom University. Doc ya chao ene enyume. Mamu nyina monitio.